Yeah, baby, we are back with the luck of Timora indeed. I hope y'all are having a good time. We're about to dive into another session of this adventure. But before we... That was a weird echo. But before we do, I'm going to hand it on over to Steve so that he can catch you up on what happened last time so we're all ready to go.
Awesome. So after a session where we explored all of 2 rooms in the shrine, we defeated a vampire spawn, locked him back in his tomb, and then took a long rest. However, we had a problem since Athelion, our only healer, had been knocked asleep by something on our way into the tomb. And she was still out by the time the rest of us woke from our rest. Ash decided that was not normal, so something else clearly was going on. So we investigated this, and we realized that Athelion had in fact been poisoned and not just put to sleep. However, none of us had any options to remove the condition, including Ash, because our healer had those spells and she was asleep. Luckily for us, though, we had found an elixir of health the session before, and Ash had remembered, with some help from Greg, that the elixir of health that we found could cure poisons. So we administered the elixir to Athelion, and she came back to us in one piece. After waking her up and catching her up on what happened, Ash cast a new spell that she had prepared to conjure air bubbles around the party. Unfortunately, she could only cast it on 3 of us, meaning that she had to prioritize the party members with the least amount of health, which was herself, Athelion, and Rowan. But with that, we were able to finally move on and explore the register of the dungeon. First, we ran into a stairway blocked off by debris. We could have gone on and gone upstairs, but we decided to hold off on that and check the rest of the floor. So we backtracked past our new friend Sebastian, much to the sadness of Athelion, and continued into the room beyond. This led us to a room where the small metallic pyramid that was on a pedestal. And upon inspection, both Ash and Athelion felt a wrongness about the pyramid for different reasons. Mainly, like we felt like it didn't belong maybe in this world, something like that. But we weren't able to figure out exactly what that was. But eventually, we kind of held off on it to go into the next room to scout out an exit strategy if we needed to. From there, we found another statue which carried an Aztec-style sword in his hand. Note these are usually made of obsidian. That's how they are normally. With his usual subtlety, Rowan decided to have his throw him on the statue. And this ended up breaking it with Rowan on top of it as it was coming down. But on the bright side, at least the sword remained intact, and so we took it with us. And it also led us to finding a secret passageway behind where the statue had been. After following the passage, we arrived at a water-filled room where a beautiful woman was swimming. While the rest of the group went in to try to talk to her, Ash was suspicious from the outset, thinking that she might be a siren or a harpy or something. To be fair, though, it was possible to talk to her, and Athelion tried to, at least until Rowan started trying to sneak past her and got caught sneaking around. After a while talking, the woman tried to tempt Athelion into swimming in the water with her. Athelion went on with the idea, and she urged Ash to go in the water with her. Ash was still hugely suspicious, but she decided to play along in case she'd try to attack us. So Ash decided to get in flanking position, ready to strike if the strange woman tried to pull anything on Athelion. And when you know it, we ended up rolling initiative like right then. While her instincts about the woman were right, Ash's plan didn't actually work. She turned out to be a nereid, and she summoned 2 giant electric eels to come kill us. She then decided to do her best impression of Rogue and kissed Athelion, literally taking her breath away. Fortunately for our party, we were able to adjust pretty quickly, even if plans changed on the fly. Ash's plan did not work, but she was able to teleport to safety with her bonus action. Our fighters then got in some really good shots on both the nereid and the eels, gradually thinning their numbers. Finally, Ash got in one good shot with a scorching ray, including a crit on her second shot, and the last eel finally went down. However, the woman got away in the middle of the fight. I'm sure that couldn't possibly go wrong for us in any way at all. But with that, Rowan went down in the water, and he found the treasure that the nereid was protecting. He found 6 golden statuettes, a golden mask, 2 crystal scroll cases, probably with damaged scrolls inside, a silver idol, and a pair of gloves. And with that, I hand it off to Greg, and we'll get this party started.
Actually, I have to comment on something really quick.
Sure.
Steve, knowing what an enormous X-Men fan you are, I cannot believe you did not make a fastball special remark.
Yeah,
I gotta say though, Rogue is my favorite X-Men character, so it's like he knew something.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when
Well-
they threw you when Hiss threw him up there, that was totally a fastball special.
Yeah, I think we even said it at the time, which is probably why I didn't do it.
For me, it was either that or if Jonathan could have spoken last session, which we're all very happy to have Jonathan's voice back for however long we've got
absolutely.
it. It would have either been that or toss me. I cannot jump the distance. You're gonna have to toss me. It's like,
And I did make tossing a halfling reference back then.
Right?
Or it could have been like the She-Hulk Wolverine fastball special where she's holding him and she goes, "You work out, don't you?" "Yeah, why?" "Got a tight little butt there." And Logan's response, and this was canon from some New Avengers run. His response was genuinely, "The first rule of the fastball special is we do not talk about the fastball special." That remark about the cute little butt was just pure Jennifer Walters.
the cute little butt bringing up.
That's
All
good
right.
stuff.
So very good recap, Steve.
Yeah. excellent.
You are now in a room. Let me give you the description of. Oops, wrong thing. Let me give you the overall description of the room again, just
Gotcha.
because. Well, you no longer hear the sound. This entire room is lit by a soft light, no discernible source, but it reveals a section of rocky beach which you can see to the west of the room. And as you'll recall, west is down on this map.
Mhm.
North is left, east is up, and south is right. And maybe I do need some Baileys in my tea. But beyond the beach is a pool of glowing water. Again, no specific discernible source, but it fills half the room and is framed by a crystalline cavern. Green fronds can be seen in the pool. Light seems to flow from everywhere. The pools and the walls glisten like soft moonlight, which Athelian did appreciate even before things got ugly. On the eastern side of the pool, we'll call it now, is a set of doors carved with a symbol of the sun. And now that the nereid is, well, let's just say no longer fighting, and the eels are bleeding, which is probably going to ick up the water pretty quickly. But for the moment, it's a very beautiful room with pretty clear water and nice glow. And as you can see, the water does actually flow from this room to the south towards a door. Well, you can't really see it from where you are, but into a southern corridor, let's just say.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't know you were going.
It's okay. Just real quick. You can see the deeper parts of the pool. This dotted line to the east, as Rowan discovered, is actually a ledge where the water is only approximately 2 feet deep. The rest of it, you're not sure, but it is at least 10 feet deep on site.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to recall there being some type of treasure at the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, there was.
There was either mentioned or we saw it in there or something. I don't remember what.
Yeah, no. I think
We found everything, and Greg was nice enough to let us know if we want to waste time looking for what's not there. Let us.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
Yes,
right, he
I
did.
remember now.
He did.
I remember now.
I do pay
Yeah.
attention.
And
sometimes.
Yeah, we just need to identify the things that we found. That's all.
The
Yeah.
narrative was also trying to distract you, and I think she did throw out a hint about treasure in the pool as she was trying to get away. She was trying to
Right.
get away. Let's be clear.
Right.
Mhm.
that was no cleverly planned retreat. She was running. Well, swimming. Well, you know what I mean. She fled.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yes, as
Brave,
was
brave Miss Nereid.
mentioned, within that you found a grotto that was pretty deep under but you could make the trip back and forth since there was nothing really in your way or
Mhm.
carving up time. But it was pretty deep, hidden behind a bed of kelp, so it wasn't like digging through rock underwater. There were 6 golden statuettes worth
Mm.
50 gold pieces apiece. If you really want descriptions for them, I'll make them up. Otherwise, there are 6
Not
golden
unless it's
statues.
story relevant.
Yeah.
Nope. There
Or
is a
magical or
gold,
something.
a very nice golden mask that it appears if you cleaned it up, Rowan would estimate it about 250 gold pieces. Also
Nice.
lying in the kelp were 2 crystal scroll cases. Although you can see that water has gotten in them, and while there likely is paper or parchment inside them, it's been destroyed.
All right. I
There,
can still do something with the cases though.
yeah, the
Yeah.
crystal scroll cases themselves might be okay if you could determine them to be watertight. Otherwise, you could probably sell them for
I
about
could cast
25
mending on
gold
them.
for material.
I also have that, yeah, as a cantrip, I believe.
Yeah.
And there was a silver idol that looked a little bit like the nereid, actually, and a pair of gloves. Let me
Yeah.
see if I
I'm
have a
really
description of the gloves.
I am
They're
curious
gloves.
about that.
They're not particularly thick gloves, but they're gloves.
all right.
Can mending do that with some? I mean, water deteriorates stuff pretty bad. If it's
Crystal-
been, I'm just, can mending actually fix something like that, or do you need
I
more
think-
material?
I think they were talking about mending the actual case, not mending the stuff inside
Mending
it.
the case, not what's in
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not mending the scrolls. Whether you could mend the cases, you would guess
Yeah.
just based on look that, I mean, it's not like wasting a cantrip is going to hurt anybody's feelings. You're not
Mhm.
sure. Maybe the water has eroded it too much, or maybe it just came loose, or maybe the nereid tried to open them underwater. You can't really tell.
Mhm.
Yeah, it says as long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No trace of former damage. Yeah, I was reading that too.
Well, isn't
Mhm.
the value in the thing what was written on those scrolls in them?
No. The value is from what I've just gathered from Greg, the value is of the scroll cases. Like the scroll.
Okay.
Well,
It's been like,
there probably was value in either in whatever was contained within them: scrolls, maps,
Mhm.
the secrets of the universe, Mister's real name, which I actually know because I read the Avatar trilogy. So, man, like I
It's been
know
a
her
long time since I
actual.
read that.
I actually know her human name. I don't mean Midnight.
Yeah.
But no,
I can't
they're very nice crystal scroll cases. So if you wanted to use them for that purpose, and
Yeah.
they could be mended, they're
With
just
our
nice.
powers combined.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Everyone
that's
gets a
all I
ring.
was
you
doing.
could likely mine. Otherwise, you could likely at least mend them and sell them. And yes, there are 5 of you. And if you ever try that, my powers combined shit, you don't even want to guess what up. I will throw Tiamat at
I could. Don't get the Baileys, please.
Shape of an idiot. Like,
All
So
right.
let's consider that, and Athelium gets a completely unrequested augury from her goddess, and realizes that if she and her group ever tries to combine the 4 powers of the element with the power of the heart, they are risking the wrath of Tiamat herself.
I'm just gonna nod to myself at that.
You want to throw
Oh,
5
yes.
powers at me? I'll show you 5 powers.
his sees Athelion nodding and just starts nodding too. Like,
All right.
And you know what? You don't even hear the name Tiamat. You hear the name Takisis, and you don't know what it means, but you know it's worse.
Tequila. Tequila.
it makes me happy. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. So I guess
So
we're
yes,
taking a
there
long
was
rest.
there was some treasure down there. You guys were beat up. The room seems safe. However, I will point out you came from the door to the west, which was not locked. There is a hallway to the south, not a door. and then there's a door across the water to the east. So that's what you're looking at as far as the room goes.
All
What
right.
were we saying, Steve?
Where are we going to take a long rest? That'll give me a chance to identify this
I
stuff.
think we started off at the long rest, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
we
I think
ended at
so.
that. But yeah.
We actually stopped right before that point because
Okay, gotcha.
things
Okay.
happen.
So
Yeah.
it's EP time.
I will take
Yep.
first watch.
Second.
I'll take second or third. All right.
I'll take last.
All
I'm going to
right.
take second. Did you say second or third there, Jonathan?
Well, yeah, Ash said she'd take second, so I'll take third right behind her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll just do
All right.
fourth if.
As you all are preparing for your evening or for your rest, you have no idea whether it's day or night. You take 4 points of damage from the caustic air.
Yeah. Those of us who don't have air bubbles.
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
Ouch.
So, as in, I'm waking up with 4 hit points, or I'm going to sleep with 4.
As
You're
in, you're
just
taking
down
4
4.
points of damage right now.
Okay. Cool.
Are you attempting to light a fire for any reason?
No.
Not that I
It's,
can.
Probably
it's
not.
good.
Is
I
it
don't know,
cold?
Sometimes y'all try and cook things. I don't know.
I'll be lighting a fire in the morning, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Well,
I
they're
have a spell
busy
for that.
identifying. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I was going to say, I have a spell for that. I have a. We don't have to do like a full campfire. I can just do like a small fire spell.
Well, I got to cook my breakfasts in the morning, you know.
Let me just toss it in there.
All right.
Oh, it's the brightness of a torch, though. I don't know if it'll cook much.
Okay. All right.
It might scramble half an egg.
Yeah,
I think we'll
actually,
probably need
continual
to cook
flame,
things a little faster than half an egg at a time. I'm just suggesting.
continual flame, which is the 5th edition version of the continual light spell, produces no heat.
Okay,
If you
that's
need
what I
the
wanted to make
description.
sure. Darn. All right. So
just,
fire then?
just making the egg look brighter. Like, I just
Yeah.
light up the egg.
Cold brew coffee.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you
Just trying
go.
to be an influencer over here.
I'm not
I'm not-
casting any.
I'm not really sure why they changed continual light to continual flame. I guess they had some reason, but
Just sounds cooler, maybe.
yeah, I guess they thought so. But it produces no heat. It really is just the equivalent of the light of
That's
a
all.
torch.
And this is a
Maybe they were
level
trying to
spell?
make a play on the Bengals song.
That's a level 2 spell, but its duration is permanent until dispelled. So
Oh, I see.
it has its uses, just
Yeah.
not many. If we're being
It's not-
blunt.
Is
I
it a
just think the spell
concentration spell?
cost is high, but yeah.
It's not a concentration spell either.
No, it's not a concentration spell.
Just bring a torch with you.
Is anything-
But it does consume It does consume ruby dust worth 50 gold pieces every time you cast it.
Oh. What the fuck?
That's so much money. Like,
On the other hand, it doesn't consume oxygen.
Okay.
true. However,
Well, when
bring the
we're
canary
balling,
with
you'll
us.
know. You'll know when we're balling because I'll have the continual flame out.
Yeah.
Just use Hiss as a canary at this point. It should be like, there's no oxygen in that room. He's not going well. Oh, dear.
Hmm.
Fucking hell. That's stupid thing. Right, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's doing anything on their watches or anything.
I'm just identifying stuff.
Yeah. Welcome to our Goot Fest.
Yeah.
Hi, Jared.
Is the eel in a position where I could possibly, on my watch, take a little bit of time to try and get the body of it so we can like cook it? I don't know. Is anybody open to that idea?
I mean,
Um,
I think I'm conking out.
I'm not sure you're comprehending the size of it when you say get the body of it.
Just-
Just
That's
wants
very
to cut a
funny.
little off the top, you know?
I
Yeah.
think somebody's watched a little too much Delicious in Dungeon. That's all I'm saying.
I haven't watched any, but I've been told to watch it multiple times. Like,
It's really good.
uh,
To quote a certain orc, just a bit off the flank.
mhm. What about their leg? I don't need those. Anyway, no, wrong thing.
Um,
Oh,
I
that was
mean,
the same scene.
Yeah.
here's what I'll
Yeah.
tell you, and I will give you this information for free because it will become immediately obvious.
Okay.
As soon as you approach the eel, which is floating in the water, and get too close to it, you realize your hair is starting to stand on end.
Okay.
Okay.
It's charged.
If you touch it, it shocks you,
Mhm.
and you are briefly stunned. I'm telling you all this without damage because I don't see the point in damaging you for touching the dead eel, but
It might teach us a valuable lesson.
it
I'm
might.
not sure
but
Hiss knows not to touch
Yeah.
the stove.
I was wondering that too. Do I need to be like, hey, no, get back over here?
I think his might catch on that if he tried to spend enough time to dress and butcher the eel, it would do him more damage than it would do it.
There's two things with this. I think the first thing that is that Hiss's hair already stands up all on end, so he's just like, this is the same as before. But also, I feel like his, in his instinct, like, even though Athelian's doing that, no, I think his would have like a little nibble of the eel, get, and then just be like, like you know when a cow gets too close to the electric fence kind of thing. It's just like, we're not doing that again.
Just gonna scowl at him and be like, get back over here, please. Thank you.
He swims back with his metaphorical tail between his legs and just sits cross-legged, just like.
I just picture Ash and I with our arms crossed, just like scowling at him.
I'm just remembering.
Not to
I'm just
give you action,
remembering-
but that picture was funny.
I'm just remembering an old Ren and Stimpy cartoon game called Don't Whiz On.
It was on the electric fence. And then somebody actually did it and they went straight to hell.
Yep.
Oh. Lesson learned.
You think, but it was Ren and Stimpy, so no lesson learned.
Mm.
And-
God.
oh wait, I was doing something.
Don't whiz on the electric fence.
Oh dear.
Yes, there was a song that went with it. Yes.
Mhm.
Amazing.
There was the whole commercial.
Yep.
What the fuck? Ren and
Sounds
Stimpy
like
was
something
so
that might
weird.
happen on Terrence and Phillip.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Oh,
take
it's
it
not
we
really
are
Ren and
making.
Stimpy.
Are we making a fire then? A small one?
Not until morning. We don't have any need for
Okay.
it.
Gotcha.
His is just on his watch. He's just pouting and sitting in the corner, waiting for Reed to wake up.
All I'm doing is like doing, detect magic and identifying on things that need to be identified.
Who has last watch?
Me.
Okay. On your watch, as you're just chilling and debating about the eel,
I can go back again.
3 giant frogs up in the doorway that y'all came through. And they just sit there looking at you.
Hiss tilts his head and sees if they like. Don't really want to wake everyone up for a few frogs, but he kind of sits in the exact same position as the frogs. Like he sits like knees bent, just like just looking directly at them.
They just keep looking between Hiss and the pool.
Hiss pats the pool because he sat right next to it. He pats the pool and smiles, just kind of like, jump in, it's fine. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay, this continues through the remainder of his watch.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody's. I don't think anybody's actively told Hiss that he's supposed to let people know if he sees something on his watch. He just
Next
knows
time
the
we're gonna
watch.
put somebody with you on your watch. That's all.
As you all wake up, you all see Hiss sitting in what is now effectively a circle, because there are 4 of them, with himself and 3 giant frogs. And when I say giant frogs, I mean they're they're like 5 feet high.
Damn.
Guys, we made some friends.
But they're making no move they're literally just sitting there in a circle with Hiss, and every once in a while one of them glances over at the water, maybe looks at another frog, and then just continues sitting there.
Okay.
Guys, look at my friends. These guys aren't nearly as dangerous as the snake people.
Well, you never know.
Well,
Okay.
I found my
Um,
equals.
If
Um,
if Hiss is waking us up about the frogs, does that stop us? Do we at least get a short
No,
rest?
I specifically don't wake you up. This
No,
happens
he-
throughout my
he-
whole watch.
he explicitly said he did not wake anyone in the party.
I thought
Yeah.
he was just talking to us just now.
Well, I think we
No,
woke
no.
up to that. It,
You
like,
woke
we
up.
just woke up normally.
yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you woke up
Okay.
normally to that happening. He was
Okay, so
sitting
we-
there in I don't know, a prayer circle, whatever the hell you want to call it, with some frogs.
So
Yeah,
we did get our long rest in then?
You did
Yeah.
get your long rest.
Okay.
And so, Ash, I will tell you
Mm-hmm.
that within the silver idol, you
Mhm.
detected some hints of magic that was actually a potion of clairvoyance.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
And the gloves are, in fact, gloves of missile snaring.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
very.
I don't know I don't know how that works, but if you actually snare a missile, can you throw it back?
I think it's like a
No.
reaction thing. I think it's a reaction thing just to like stop them from hitting
From
you.
hitting you,
Okay.
or at least to reduce the damage.
Real quick,
Mm.
you said gloves of missiles, and what was the other thing, Greg, if you don't mind?
Gloves of
Mhm.
missile snaring and a potion of clairvoyance.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so when it says when a ranged weapon attack hits you while you're wearing them, you can reduce the damage by D10 plus your Dex modifier. Okay, so it's kind of like what monks can do to deflect missiles.
But,
Okay.
but it hasn't got that. It hasn't got that added caveat of being able to throw it back that a monk does if it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
My question is who can make use of that? Who's likely to be shot at?
I'm just gonna
From
look.
range.
I'm gonna say his.
I'm gonna look over at Rowan.
Doesn't he
Yeah,
already
yeah,
have
that-
gloves on?
And say, who is more likely to be shot with a missile as opposed to being attacked in melee?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if his because I mean his is likely to take all of it, but to be fair, he'd rather somebody else took that because he can
Yeah.
take a hit from an arrow. Like he can.
Yeah. And you got the braces
And
of
who
defense,
would
right?
be willing to
Yeah.
sacrifice their reaction in a given round to do so?
Yeah.
Mhm. Good point.
Rowan, do you want
I'll
I just
take
feel like
it.
you kind of get shot
Yeah.
sometimes, so it might.
to? Yeah. Yeah.
Me? What do you mean? What? Me? Never.
I'm just saying, out of all the people I picked up off the ground, I think you might be the highest up
Well,
there.
and-
Actually, keeping
and you
score,
can
huh?
arrows that you catch. That's the other thing.
Also,
I mean-
it does look really cool when an arrow is buzzing at you from the side and you don't even look over and just do this and catch it.
That's true.
Okay.
I imagine that Rowan's. It's like the missiles are snaring of actually the gloves of missile
Especially-
snaring are actually they've got two
And the
little
missile
chopsticks
is
attached
the
to them.
same size as me. That makes it even look cooler.
They've got like I just like the idea of it's like I said, it's just got two little chopsticks attached to it. And he catches them in the chopsticks, and there's just an old man in the background going, "Lucky first attempt." Like,
And then
Anybody
Rowan
gets
would
the crap,
adopt
kid.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's accent and say, You want this bark?
You
That was horrible. But my voice is messed up. That's why I didn't get it right.
Aw.
Just for the record,
this
yeah.
bark,
I see
It
the
would have been
vision.
perfect. It would have been perfect.
as opposed to put the cookie down. Like
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That tuba.
Clairvoyance. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So like I said, you've all woken up, and he's finished his watch just with the frogs, not
And the
having
frogs
woken
do-
any of you up.
The frogs do pay attention to the others moving around now, but they don't seem to be really reacting in any way.
I think Hiss has started croaking with them. Like he started riveting because he thinks that that's just how things interact. Like he's going.
Mm. Anybody else thinking about having frog legs for breakfast?
Ooh.
If frogs didn't have legs, I'd be gone with a Schwinn.
Athelian, do you have a? Hiss is like, Athelian, I made friends with these guys. We talked about that ring that we gave you being able to talk to animals, yeah?
Yeah, I suppose.
Maybe you could have
No.
a chat with the what?
No, I mean they seem like they might be actually be intelligent.
Maybe, but I think they might just want to get in the water.
Yeah,
And
I
if
want to go
we-
first.
I mean,
If
I'm
we
for
got-
letting them go. That's.
But
no problem.
if y'all want to try to get information from them, I'm just gonna like crack
Mhm.
my knuckles and like stretch. Got this. Put me in, coach.
Let's trick them into touching the eel.
No, no.
I'm just gonna glare at Rowan.
Yeah. His is if anybody comes over to his, I feel like his has still got some residual static shock. He's just like
Mm.
Pat's throwing on the bag and like oh.
Um,
All right.
I kept watch and I watched these guys.
you did a great job. I mean, they don't.
That
seem
was very
harmful,
nice.
so I'm glad you didn't
Yeah.
wake us up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if they seem harmful in the future, please wake us up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you all seem really sleepy. I could have probably. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that from now on. Thank you for
Just gonna-
clarifying.
Think about all the times he's watched and be like, "Have you seen anything else?" Well, we're back.
His is
One of the frogs gets up and starts moving to the door to the west, and the others seem inclined to follow it.
Okay.
Do you
It
think
seems
we
an
should
obvious
follow
way
them?
to follow them, but I'm kind of curious.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we should
The one in
follow
the lead takes a jump, and you lose sight of him after about 20 feet, and he hasn't hit the ground yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems like a lot of work, actually.
Yeah. Well, I would rather like check what's going on to the south. I think it is that.
Yeah, I think you're
Mhm.
right.
The door above us seems like it might let in more water, so I kind of feel a little weird about that one.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just thinking that too.
I would
Yeah.
start where we have solid footing, and then if we want to open the other ones, we can.
I'm just gonna look over at Nargle and be like, "Did you have your second breakfast? Are we good?"
You notice that your fire doesn't burn very well.
Oh.
It is pretty moist in here, maybe.
The air is bad in here. I think fire is
Oh,
a bad
yeah.
idea.
Yeah, the air
Oh.
is pretty bad, huh?
Oh yeah, let me cast air bubbles again, since we got a new day.
Wait, do we know if we had? Are we making breakfast? What's going on?
Well, I'm certainly going to attempt to try.
I'm just gonna be ready to cast Spare the Dying in case this goes horrendously wrong.
Oh my god.
Fair in action.
That is not unreasonable, actually.
I just imagined that. Yeah, the light goes up and it's just like the
You will
whole
not die
room.
on this day. Not on my watch.
The
The
flames
only thing he has
just-
said about the fire is that it doesn't burn very well. He said nothing about
it
anything blowing up.
sputters, it glows, it kind of sparks, and
The
it
sparks.
takes you like twice as many tries just to light it,
Mm.
even with flint and steel.
Alright.
And it doesn't seem to have quite the radius you'd expect it to have.
Right.
Anyone not in an air bubble takes 3 points of damage.
This shit's
Yeah.
What I wouldn't do for some Limbus right about now.
Is that?
There's some right outside the store.
All right. Well, how about this? If I cannot have breakfast because we cannot start a fire, can I at least light a pipe?
I mean, same issue as far as the flame and the pipe keeps going out.
God damn it!
What a tease.
All right, guys, I'm telling you right now, we can move on, but I'm not gonna be my full self today.
Hiss looks down. He looks down and he goes into his pocket. He pulls out, he looks at Nargle looking sad because they've not had second breakfast. He goes into his pocket and pulls out his pocket steak and says, Nargle, you really want this? You can have the pocket steak if you'd like.
Nargo takes a look at it. Is it actually good and edible, or is it all nasty from sitting in your pocket for a really long time?
I don't know.
There's a little lint on it, but we have water right here to rinse it off with.
Give me Nargo, give me a survival check.
Shit.
All right.
This is
We're done.
this
We're
is
gonna have to
my-
get out of here because we are. Yeah, this air is thin.
This is mind over matter for Nargle, isn't it?
And I critically failed.
You think it looks delicious.
Oh no!
Are we able to stop him at all, or is he kind of already?
Well, I mean, he hasn't said anything about pouncing on it. I'm just telling him what he thinks of it when he looks at it.
Nargle, that's probably not a good idea.
If we're
There's a
hungry,
What's
fly
wrong
just
with it? It looks
around
fine
it.
to me.
How long has it
Nargo,
been in his pocket?
it
I'm
looks
just saying.
perfectly cooked, medium rare.
It's green.
What do you mean? Don't eat it.
I would hold off on that. You know, we don't know how long that's
Yeah.
been in his pocket.
And
If
And
we
you
are
might eat
hungry,
it.
I have a spell for that. So if we do get hungry, I can accommodate.
Maybe you don't know about us halflings. We are hungry all the time, and I'm especially hungry in the morning.
Well, how's 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water?
Holy shit, man!
you want to get poisoned? That's fine by me.
I could, you know, if it.
I think that's a third level spell. Maybe if needs must.
I think we're
yeah.
waiting until we're hungry, but I'm just saying we do
Yeah.
have this as an option.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
planning for the
but-
future.
But if I continue to roll crappy, it's gonna be because I didn't get my breakfasts or get to smoke my pipe. I'm just
Well,
saying.
in that case, Hiss like because it's such a shit piece of steak at this point. I reckon Hiss could probably tear a bit off it if you really want it. Yeah. You can have this bit, Nargle, if you want. I gave you the bigger bit.
Well, it's I'm being advised not to eat it. I'm not going to, but I don't really understand why.
Okay. Hiss puts both pieces into both of his pockets now. He has a pocket steak in each of his pockets. Then he looks at Rowan and he says, why don't
Yeah,
people
just
do this all the time? It means I have more now. Like, it's-
Oh my god.
Yes. That is what you call beef jerky now.
Ah, beef jerky. Ooh.
Lint flavored.
Wait a minute. Doesn't that mean that Hiss has been smoking meat in his pants? I'm just saying.
Yes. He has.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready to move on?
I guess so.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? Are we going to go this way?
Yeah, I think we should.
yeah.
Would you like me to stay in here just in case the horrible lady comes along?
Nah.
I would. No, I think we should stick together.
I don't think we'll let her kiss us again. I'm just gonna have to say.
No,
No.
Mug, Not
I-
I
much.
like how she throws us in there as if it was
Yeah.
if it was the rest of us that was the problem.
Yeah.
You want to kiss a pretty lady?
I'm for the
No.
Christmas party.
I bet you're no fun at parties.
I mean, I was going to kiss her.
It isn't actually. All right, come on.
All right. Well, I don't mind being out in front, but I have reached a door, and Rowan, I believe I need your assistance.
I will take a look at this door right here.
Okay, let me tell you about this door.
Hmm.
The thin, muddy stream that trickles through the hallway from the room to your north here flows out from underneath the door that lies ahead.
Hmm.
Okay.
Can we see underneath the door, perchance?
Yeah, how deep is this water?
It's a trickle coming from underneath the door.
Okay.
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 And it runs all the way back to this big body of water. So
It does.
I think if I open it, there might be more water on the other side of this door. So what do you guys think?
Well, I'm
That
kind
might-
of curious
No, I don't-
if we can get an answer to Athelian's question. How much space is under the door?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can we
Not
see?
not enough to see, and there seems to be something. There's like no light coming through. You can't
I guess-
really.
I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, does it appear like the water is like coming out from little bits of cracks or whatever under the door, or is there enough space under it that there is some air there?
You can't tell. It's just a trickle of water
Yeah.
coming through.
She did
Yeah.
say that we came in backwards, so maybe
The water's flowing from the big lake.
yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna be flooded or anything.
So I'm
Okay.
going to find out. We could always be prepared to all shut the door back. We could,
Well,
If
you
it's
know.
being pushed
willing
open
to
by
open
water, we're gonna have a lot of fun. But I vote we open it. I want to see if I can tell if it's locked and
Trap.
if it's openable. Yeah, traps might be hard to see from this point here. As far as once it's open, the traps would be on the other side over here. Hard to tell.
Yeah.
I'd check anyway, just to be sure.
I can tell you that you do not see the hinges, so the door was obviously meant to open in the other direction, like away from you.
Mm.
Right. Okay.
Maybe we were supposed to come through.
The other way, yeah.
Yeah, that is what
come
he
through
told
that
us.
door.
Yeah, I think isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, didn't you say that the other week, Greg?
Greg?
Yeah. I
There
thought
was a
so.
door that
The nereid
yeah.
did seem surprised that you came in the way that you came in.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever's behind that door is probably. Trying to
It's
think about
probably-
this.
It's going to kill us. But
Well, guys, no, again.
We either chance it or we don't.
look,
It's just kind of.
It's like, look, you didn't kiss a nereid, so
Well, here's the deal. If Rowan, if you want to make sure that this isn't trapped, I am willing to open the door and slam it shut if something starts coming through it right away.
I'm game. Let's see if I might need your help to open it.
Well, I was gonna say that I should open it because you're, a bit squishy.
I'm a little bit squishy, but I don't know if you might not have the right tools to unlock it.
Ah. Well, see if you can unlock it, and we'll try it. We'll try it from there.
Whoever's opening it, I would like to give guidance to, just as a,
Okay.
in preparation of something going sideways.
So Nargle is going to open it. I'm just going to try to unlock it.
cool.
Let's see.
I'm gonna throw guidance on Rowan then.
There we go.
All right. So let me roll Your D4.
Yep.
I
13
forgot to
for-
tell you, 4s are wild. So,
Yeah.
crap, wrong game.
The door doesn't appear to be trapped, and it doesn't appear to be locked. You're not entirely sure it's even latched.
That's good.
Oh.
With that roll, I'm not sure that this is even a door now.
All right. Well.
Well,
No, I
then-
don't mean you're confused. I simply mean to say it seems like it's just a door that's open to the position
Right.
that it's in.
Mhm.
Okay.
You don't see any
Right.
complex mechanisms, nothing confusing, nothing that would make you like wary.
Okay.
Is this the old adage of you could just try and push the door open?
So what do you think, Nargle? I convey that to Nargle. It doesn't look like it's trapped. I can't see any mechanisms or pressure switches, and it looks like it should just shove open. I can't really see any latches. I can't tell if it's locked or stuck.
Mm.
Just seems to be there.
Okay.
I'll just try
might
open it, see what
open
happens.
away from it. You just push on it.
I throw my giant balls against the door.
Give me a
Take
con
two
check.
I was about to say you take 2 points of damage for throwing your balls against the wall.
Give me a constitution check.
He knows what I mean.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, your balls hurt.
Okay.
The door does briefly shift a little bit in the other direction, but then it seems to get forced back into place.
Oh,
Okay. So we need
Not like,
his.
and it's not like something pushed back. It was like you were just putting everything you had into it, and that was as much as you had, and eventually it just closed again.
all right. It seems like I'm
So this door
probably
will
going to need some
automatically
help.
close.
Yes.
Well, I don't know that it automatically closed. I just don't think maybe I had enough strength to open it.
Yeah, but something pushed it back to its original.
No,
Default.
he just said that nothing
did-
did
it-
push it back.
Well, something did. I just mean there
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
a sudden force on it. What happened is you pushed it. It's still open a little more than it was, but if you look towards the ground now, you can see on the other side of the door, between 18 and 30 inches of wet silt, like blocking the door.
Oh, right, it's a blocked doorway.
Okay.
Alrighty.
well,
It doesn't look like we're going to be able to be going anywhere near this door here. It's blocked from the other side.
Moonbeam.
Well, what if we bring his up and see if he can? He's pretty good at doors.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I've been kind of wanting to see this moonbeam thing, and I don't see any reason why we shouldn't shoot it at this door. What do you guys think?
Well, now that's the
Yeah.
kind of thinking that happens when you don't have breakfast.
Yeah.
I
Greg,
warned you guys I needed my breakfast.
That's the kind of no breakfast thinking that gets us all stinking killed.
Greg.
So
Hey,
instead,
Yeah.
Let's do another fastball special. That'll work.
No, I'm not throwing drone at the fucking door. Greg, quick one. David might have thought of something with this, but I don't know if Hiss has. Okay. I get the impression that we've done a loop, right? So we were like there, and we've done a loop round from the way that we've moved, and there was a blocked door in Sebastian's thing.
Oh, you think that's where we ended up?
Yeah, because Sebastian, never, he said talks about. I think that's what we've done, but I don't know if Hiss would know that, so I don't know how to convey that. to the party.
Mm.
Do I know anything about Sebastian's hearing?
No.
Darn. Because I can send him a message and be like, can you hear this? And just start screeching.
As somebody who has caught a lot of crawfish, they can't hear shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, wasn't
Oh,
there
yeah,
a
we
blocked
went more up
doorway when we went the other way around?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe
I mean,
the
David, it would be perfectly reasonable for Hiss to say, hey, didn't we see a doorway that
Yeah.
seemed to be blocked by silt and a landing whenever? That would be reasonable.
Yeah, I think his would be like, guys,
Yeah.
guys, that sill looks a lot like that sill that we saw in that room way back when with Sebastian. Doesn't that? It looks very similar, doesn't it?
Sebastian?
No.
Guess what word you shouldn't have said, Hiss?
Where?
No, he didn't say Sebastian. He said Hababashan.
It's like when you say walkies around a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, not having any breakfast, Sebastian kind of sounds like a pleasant topic right now.
Yeah.
What
I
did
do
you
think
say,
because-
Nargle?
Looks could kill. I swear.
it could be
Ew,
possible we are
ouch.
circling around.
I think
Yeah.
that if we try to eat Sebastian, Athelian's going to try that moonbeam out on us.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to be the.
Yeah, let's kind of say the moonbeam
So-
on the bad guys.
So do we
don't
want to
what
check
if-
the above door at all? Or do
Let's
we just
try
kind of
it.
want to...
Well, his
I know Rowan tried to go up there, but we never actually went up there.
Well, because I almost got killed instead.
yeah,
Are
his,
air bubbles in like still in effect? Did you like recast
Yes.
that or?
Yes, I recast it when we
Alright.
woke up.
Just wanted to know.
So
in
does
case-
that mean I'm floating right now?
No, that doesn't do that. But you're
No, it's just-
you can go underwater without worrying about drowning, though.
his swan dives into the pool and swims over to the other side.
I'm just gonna face palm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there's
you've
no
got,
way
like-
right there, man.
You've got like minutes and minutes of,
So this
getting
right
over breath.
here, where I'm at, this was, I think, it was what, 3 feet?
It was
deep or
about
something?
It was about 2 feet.
2
And then
feet.
drop
So
off.
that's up to my chest, about,
Right? And then
So-
it doesn't it drop to 10 feet right about where you're at? Right where you just went?
At the dotted line, it drops to at least 10 feet. You haven't
Oh.
actually
Right.
tried to determine how deep it really goes.
Well, his is in the water.
Right.
How deep is right there?
How deep is your love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His is attempting to swim for the first time. This could be fun.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah, but it's going to take you a
This-
long time to
This
drown.
is a little too close to making my hair stand up on.
Ash really just said we
you
have
just
time. We
did-
could drown.
His this swan dive into a fair depth of water. Give me an athletics check.
Okay, come on, Hiss. This is one of your better stats. We need this. Athletics. Come on, buddy. That's not bad.
You can scramble your way to the ledge that Rowan's on, but that's
Mhm.
about it. You
Yeah.
have no. If you start plunging to the depths here, you're not sure you're going to make it back up.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to the depths. I basically his saw this is the quickest route is straight ahead. Like as the crow flies, he's just gone straight to the door. He's not diving. He's going across the water. So he swan dives in and then starts swimming.
Stick to the path here for sure.
Yeah, he probably should have taken the path, but he's just going.
Pass with the strawberry.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look at this door. I'm not gonna try to open it. I'm just looking to see if I can identify the latching or locking mechanisms. I'm also looking to see if I can see the hinges, which does this open in towards me? If it opens, is it gonna knock me off this ledge?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Brian. I'll catch
No.
you.
The doors have keyholes and looks like they would swing inward towards the corridor. Although the water that you're standing in, bear in mind, is at least 2 feet deep and is flowing under them.
Right.
But they don't appear to be locked at a glance.
I am, for some reason, suddenly getting Temple of Doom flashbacks right now.
Well, that means they'd be really hard to open because all of this water here is putting pressure against these doors.
No, the water is flowing from outside this room into this room to the east
Oh,
and under the door.
Oh,
okay.
so there's a large amount of water back there.
And
I
it's
don't
not
really-
like
Yeah.
it's not, and it seems to have hit some kind of equilibrium. It's not like fast flowing at this point. It's just the water is spread out, and this is how it sits.
Right.
Kind of like a
Okay.
lake. It's kind of like a lake in place with some minor current to it.
Okay.
So does
Okay.
anybody have any suggestions about these keyholes?
Mm.
I
Well,
I don't have any keys.
I just
but can
tried the door. Like,
yes, but can you pick the locks?
no,
I think I can pick the locks.
great.
All right,
Did
I'm
I
gonna
hear
pick the
you?
lock.
Did I hear you say it appears to be unlocked from looking at it?
You see no indication that they are locked.
Okay.
It looks clear.
Looks
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, right? I'm sure it does.
Well, I mean, okay, hold on.
This might be terrible, but I'm so curious.
All right. So
Curiosity
going
always
to-
ends well for our party.
Yeah.
But we
because
haven't
satisfaction-
died.
Yeah.
Why don't why
Right.
why I have an idea. I have an idea.
Okay.
If you've done what you can to check the door, it is my suggestion that you move to the side and the bigger, more tanky character open the door.
I think that's a good idea.
I also can proc guidance again because cantrip.
I could try to mage hand it if all else fails.
Yeah,
Okay.
his climbs up onto that little ledge type of thing, and then just is it a pull or a push? His goes to open the door. If it's a push, he pushes it. If it's a pull, he pulls it. Whichever one.
The doors push inward.
Mhm.
There's a corridor.
Midvale,
Moving
school for the
off.
gifted.
Guys, I'm a magic man. Like, I'm a genius.
There is a
Okay.
corridor moving off to the east now. From what you can see, this is still, there's still about, the floor actually goes down a little bit as you cross the threshold. The water is 3 feet deep and very, very cold. The bottom is extremely slippery, which means you are moving through this hallway at 1/3 of your typical speed. Any other action other than walking carefully for what you can see to the east will require a proficiency check to be determined if such things happen. I'm just letting you know. It's
Alright.
cold, it's 3 feet deep, and the bottom is slippery goop. Just imagine still water sitting for hundreds of years, what the goopy bottom of it would be like.
Mm.
I mean,
Can I
That
give?
said, you don't see anything moving.
at 3
No.
feet deep,
Looks clear.
basically Rowan would be swimming in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, can Hiss give Rowan a piggyback? Would that incur me taking things or?
We don't kink shame. No. That would giving a full-grown halfling a piggyback ride, even at 1/3 speed, I would require a dexterity check for every step you took.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that
Yeah,
it
for
would
that.
just. Yeah, I think. I
Rowan,
would just
you've
have
got
to
an
swim.
air bubble. You can swim. You're fine.
Also,
Yeah.
before we do this,
Hold on. What were you saying, Jonathan?
No, I think that. Yeah, I would just go under my own power, but I would be moving a square at a time.
Okay.
You're all going to be moving slowly, so it's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're a halfling, so you move a little more slowly. But let's face it, dude. Halflings always move a little more slowly.
I
Right.
could also detect magic to see if there's anything even that direction, possibly.
Oh,
But that will take
Uh,
10 minutes of self-reflection.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it right now.
We could
I
just send Hiss in there and see if we hear any screaming.
I can go.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am the
does,
scout.
does his screaming necessarily indicate a problem?
There is that, yeah.
Well, I
It
can
would
send
be
message
the
to make
abrupt
sure, you know.
to the screaming that happened directly after that. That would indicate we shouldn't go.
That's true.
I mean, so that's where we are. That's what you're looking
All right.
at.
All right.
Onward. He steps through.
If you
All
want to go slowly and take your time, I'll allow it without checks. And if something happens along the way, then we can approach it. But it's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do we want to go or?
I'm going. His walks through.
let's do it.
You want to
All
go
right.
ahead of me, Nargle?
All
Yes, I will.
Okay.
right. All right.
Right. Hang on. One square attack.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Am I going to bring up the beard then? Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Make
can
sure you
definitely do
kind of stay in the
Yeah.
lines.
I'm going to come this way.
You're bringing up the rear in case she wants to kiss you again, huh?
Hey.
Okay.
I heard Rogue was
Getting
here.
your kisses in.
What'd you say? Hunt?
I said I heard Rogue was here, you know, you can't blame me.
Now I say,
She was betrayed by this love. Now she remembers the loyal love of Sebastian, who did not try to kill her after talking to her.
Well, he did think about it, but yeah, we let these go.
Yeah.
There is there is a turn.
patches in
Yeah,
all
as you
relationships.
start to move to the east, you notice the water becoming more shallow, although the ground's still slippery.
All right, that's good.
guys, the water's going down.
Heck
The
yeah.
water's not actually going down as much as the floor is rising.
He sticks by his guns. The water's
Coming,
going
Nargle?
down, guys.
Like a ramp.
You could have gone down a little sooner. I think I'm poking holes through my shirt here.
All this is
Are you coming?
I'm coming.
All right. All right. There could be a
It's-
second
Muscles
breakfast up here.
are a little tight. I didn't get my breakfast. Give me a break, man.
I think we just
No,
follow
I'm
in the same
starving
path.
too.
Follow the
Yeah.
same path as his right now
It's
because
true.
so far I don't think we've
Ah.
triggered anything.
Doesn't look that way.
So just wherever his goes.
Okay, we got a couple of things we might need Rowan to check.
My
Okay.
trousers are all wet.
You'll be okay, pal.
I will go
Alright,
behind you,
yeah.
Rowan. I got your back.
As you make that turn to the north, you see a set of stairs rising up out of the dampness with a path ending at a set of bronze doors,
Okay.
which have bronze keyholes in them. Because, you know, it was the Bronze Age.
Mhm.
Bronze
Indeed, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hiss walks over with Rowan towards the door then.
Yeah. That's how Americans didn't actually have steel, so.
Yes, these doors do appear to be closed.
But do
Just mention that they're closed.
okay.
So let's see.
Good investigative work, there, Rowan.
Yeah, I haven't had my second breakfast neither.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Do you want some of the
so-
pocket steak? Like,
Mm.
I was going to have some, but I'm too hungry to reach for it. So I'm going to look at this door, and I'm looking again. I want to see if I can see the hinges. Which way would
I'm
this
going to
door
throw a
open?
guidance on him if he has to make a roll.
Yeah, good call.
They would appear to open away from you.
Okay, so I can't see the hinges. So the door is going to open away from us. And now I'm looking for some, there's the keyhole, so I can see a little bit of the locking mechanism. So I would like to check to see if this door is trapped, because the bronze keyhole's a little bit more sophisticated. There's a chance that there could be some triggers maybe in the locks themselves specifically is where I'm looking for.
That's pretty good
So
thinking. Did you?
Yeah.
You got some limbus and you didn't tell me, huh?
All right. It's going to be 2
You
plus
got-
whatever you roll on this.
okay, so I'm gonna investigate. Investigation.
20.
That's weird
No,
on the dice.
it
Okay.
appears that you see no traps on the doors. There are keyholes so that they could be locked, but it does not appear that they are locked.
Okay.
They're just closed.
So what do you say? Yes, you got more muscle. I'm gonna step back here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna step back.
I'm going to step back.
And what do you think, Nargle? Do you want to work with his to see if he can open the door?
I'll also step back with Ash here.
Do you want me to try it on
Alright.
my own first, Noggle, or do you want to help me with it to begin with?
Well,
It's your choice.
whatever you think. If you try it. If you need my help,
Yeah.
I can help you, or we can just go at it both at the same time and save the time. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
I want to give him guidance on this as well.
Mhm.
Cool.
Pierce
You can only
claps his
give guidance to one of us, though, right?
Yeah,
Well, we both have it, so technically we could do both.
Yes,
but
we
it
could.
doesn't stack.
Yeah, it doesn't
Ah.
stack, but we could do for each of you.
Yeah, I could do for
Right.
one for Nargle and the other one and she could do the other one for Hiss. It would work.
Pierce clamps his hands together and rubs his palms together, and he goes, "Okay, open sesame seed," and he pushes it forward.
Yes. So strength checks.
Sure.
You got extra 4, Nargle.
Yeah, and you have an extra 3. Is
I got
Oh,
23.
25.
holy.
25.
Okay, you open the hell out of those
That
doors
actually
that were
makes
in
sense.
no way obstructed whatsoever. They were simply closed.
Guys,
Ah.
sometimes
we're
the doors are fine. Like,
I'm gonna raise a hand
Wow.
at Ash, like for a high five. Wow,
Yeah,
we're so good at
I-
guiding.
Those
Yeah, I
doors
remember
have
that.
sat for hundreds of years with pristine bronze work, undisturbed, and you just slam them into the stone walls.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I was going for Aragorn entering Theoden's halls, and I ended up just looking like a jackass.
Pretty much. That's a good summary.
As quick as those doors opened, I think that was fake bronze.
Yeah. his looks
hallway-
over.
Is,
Yeah.
as you can see, this hallway is 20 feet across, 20 feet wide, extends some different distance to the west. You see piles of rubble and debris scattered randomly along its length. The walls are covered with frescoes. As you look, well, you can't even see it from where you are. Hiss and the north wall that you can see seems to depict people questing for a new land, like their experiences during the journey, including crossing treacherous mountains, sailing over storm-tossed seas, even receiving the guidance of the gods in their battles to keep their homelands free from invasion. These were some skilled artists, I am telling you. And you can see that the artwork continues to the south. And now that you're or to the west. Now that you're entering the room, you can see that the south wall displays scenes of battle, what you would appear or what you would guess to appear to be between natives and invaders, because you see folks dressed like those figurines and such that you've been seeing here. And you see what you would more typically envision as warriors and knights against them.
Ah,
So like folks invading their home from outside forces. As you continue to the south or west.
can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Do we see anything in these frescoes that is similar to, say, the sarcophagus we found, or the writing we saw, or anything like that?
You don't see any writing, but the
Okay.
styles are very much the same.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And yeah, that's what you see so far, and
Mhm.
you can see that obviously you can see the hallway continues to the west for some
Mhm.
period of time, but
Yeah.
Hiss looks over his shoulder at the group and just kind of like shrugs and goes, "I'm 2 for 2 on doors. I think I'm winning. Anybody else want to try and beat my record?"
No. Well,
I'll
you're
get the
doing a
next
great
you're
door.
welcome to it.
Okay.
Bethalion, you coming?
Yes.
What do I win? Do I win? It's my
Um,
prize. Do I get more pocket stake if I win?
You get to have
aside
your
from
friends
the
You
along.
do
run,
get more pocket stake. Take the one out of your pocket, tear it in half, and then you'll have even more.
Oh, yeah, he does. He turns it in half. He turns it in half, and he puts another piece in each of his pockets. And now he's like, "Oh my god, this is a game changer! I've got 6 pieces of pockets." He's like, he's going insane. He's like, Rowan, quickly, look! I've got 6 pieces now. Look, 6.
That's
as you continue
delicious.
to the west, and I'm sorry, I really shouldn't do this by now, but half the time not half the time, but sometimes on site, I mix up Rowan and Nargle. Rowan, you are just walking by a really cool portion of the mural that I just lost. Where the hell did it go? Blah 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 blah. It's a painting of the pyramid that you all saw outside, like
Mm.
before you came in, and the sun is coming up over that pyramid, and it's just a beautiful scene. People are all around the pyramid, like worshiping, arms out. No one's cutting hearts out. It just seems like a scene of joy and a sunrise.
Yeah, and here you hear mysterious cities of gold in the background.
Is this the same pyramid that I have in my back pocket, so to speak?
No, that was just this
We
is the
called that
same
the
one.
prison
When
wallet.
you guys were outside and you first got here, before you fell into
Oh.
the hole that dropped you into this poisonous place,
Right. Okay.
you could see the ruins of a pyramid. They were in the distance, but you were getting closer.
Right.
You would loosely guess that maybe this was an artist's depiction of what that might have looked like in its prime.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Wow.
Let me see if there's anything else.
It could have been the artist was painting that picture of what the pyramid as he saw it.
You do
Right.
see that painting of
True.
a pyramid with a temple atop it and the sun shining over the whole land. Yeah.
Okay. Does it look to be a very old painting? Is it
Everything in here looks very old, but it's in good
very
shape.
old? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, this is amazing. I'm going to point it out to the rest of our friends here. You guys got to come take a look at this.
Oh, it's a really pretty painting.
It is really impressive. Hmm.
Impressive. Most
Most
impressive.
impressive, yes.
That means there was peace here at one point.
Yeah.
I have you now.
I don't think it always had like vampire spawn in the bottom and nereid.
Right?
What?
So what do you suppose happened that changed everything?
I'm guessing just based on these pictures here, the knights that arrived.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nobody expected the Spanish Inquisition.
That's right.
The chief methods was surprise, and cutting a two chief and
Mhm.
Does anybody have any idea how I might be able to steal this?
I don't think
Me.
With about 6 billion trips from here to the surface, you might be able to recreate it somewhere.
Yeah, we need to get to the
Oh,
surface as
for your
well.
game. You're going to help me, you said.
Yeah.
You promise.
I'm starting to understand why these guys it seems like they worship the sun a lot, because I can understand
Yeah.
why these guys kind of worship the sun, because it's really dark down here. I don't it's not dark, it's just like I do miss sunlight. I feel kind of sorry for Sebastian with the amount of sunlight that we've been experiencing, and then we don't have sun anymore. It makes me feel sad.
Seems
So
like
then
some dark may have taken over here, or at least made an inroads on it.
I do
should,
not know what that is a reference to, Greg.
Knights you say knee. That's
Yeah,
Monty
Knights
Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay.
We are no longer the Knights of Sydney. We have
The only knee I am aware of is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
No,
We demand a strawberry.
I just went.
Dun.
so I was just trying to take the painting. That's all that was.
That's very
We will say knee
interesting
to you
because
if you will not appease us. Yeah.
as Rowan was trying to take the painting, Rowan discovered that he could, in fact, push on the painting.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, this is incredible! If you've just,
And that it is separate from the rest of the wall and swings inward.
Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, I thought it might be possible.
Oh my
There was,
the shit
Come on.
housery of that.
around here.
I know that I go off on random detail on a lot of things, but that level of detail on a random painting, come on.
right, guys? Do you see this over here?
Can David ask Jonathan? Did you figure out that there was something going on there, or did you actually just try and steal the painting?
He was
I
just,
wanted the painting, okay, and I got a little excited.
Rowan
Yeah,
made the sunrise.
Why did you steal it, Mr. Connery? I wanted the money.
Now, I will tell you, what you are looking at is an 8-foot wall, and at the top of that wall is a hallway that appears to go to the north.
Okay,
Okay. Well,
I can certainly not see over it.
You also, I would point out, have the continuation of a very wide and interesting looking hallway that ends in an archway to the west. So, whole lot of
Not
stuff
both.
going on.
Why not
Alright,
both, guys?
What
Let me
they're hiding in
see.
there.
Do we have a way to
There
scale
is-
this?
Yeah,
I
there's
can give.
nothing for me to describe yet. That's what you see. It's an 8-foot wall in front of you, but you can see at the top of such wall is a passage.
So I can toss people up, or I can just break down the wall.
This looks like a pretty sturdy wall.
His knocks it. Fine.
What do you
No.
say? What do you say? We got to get in here somehow.
how tall is this?
8 feet.
8 feet.
Hiss does the same maneuver that he did with Rowan before, where he holds his hands out like this. And he's like, anyway, come on, I can do it again. I can go again.
I have to consider the landing too, right?
Oh yeah, up and over didn't really work last time very well for both of us. So maybe this time we should plan this out. Okay, if you are
Yes.
going to land on the wall, okay, make sure you push the wall that way, not on top of me, because that's got you fucking hurt.
Throw someone else over first so that I can land on the cushion and fall.
In that case, Noggle, do you want to go first? Yeah.
And I would just like to say, as a player who enjoys rogues, Rowan, welcome to being a rogue. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Except we claim credit for it. We don't say it was an accident.
Well, I didn't
It was
want to get
totally
in
my
trouble.
idea the whole time. I knew that was there. I told you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Although I did play an honest rogue not too long ago, but I swear he got on everyone's nerves. And if you don't believe me, ask Steve and Mike.
okay.
Peak Cirrus was invented to describe those moments.
How does the honest part work? I've heard of that before.
Isn't honest rogue just an oxymoron? It's just,
Right.
never the
Steve and
twain
Mike,
shall meet.
am I lying, or was he a dead honest rogue?
He was.
He was
99% of the time.
he was
95.
I'm not saying he was honest in the sense that he never lied. But however, he had zero issues describing how he felt or what he thought about any given situation or person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially the ones he didn't like.
And he refused to let us ask him about the bell of solid gold sometime.
It was solid gold.
Yeah.
Oh God, what did we join?
Anyway, you're looking at an 8-foot wall that's blocking your passage or a 20-foot wide corridor to your west.
I have a question. If his is the tallest one, you're the tallest one among us, right?
True. Yeah.
What
Well,
if?
I don't know. Yeah, he's 6 foot. I've never really established he's taller than 6 foot.
Let's just say 6 foot. It's easier.
Yeah.
Well, do we have? These are my only thoughts.
Mhm.
If we could perhaps get someone on the top of the wall that could pull us smaller people up there, that might help. Or if there's any way we could use our rope, and if we have anything to maybe fling over the edge that might hook on.
I would just say that I think Hiss could probably toss you all over. That is a lot of dice, Greg. That is a danger try.
If you all put your minds together with your equipment and work together, it might result in some awkward interpersonal moments as people climbed over one another. But I'm going to say you could get to the top of that 8-foot wall in 41 minutes.
All right.
Moonbeam?
Yeah.
I mean, I can
That's
teleport.
41 minutes of crawling on top of each other.
His,
So screw
and-
you guys.
Rowan,
This
I'm going to
kid-
need to request that you not fart in anyone's mouth.
I can't make promises that I can't.
I love.
I haven't had
as-
breakfast yet, so
Okay.
the cannon's mostly not loaded.
Here's yet again the word moonbeam said, and he turns to Athalia and goes, "Stop suggesting moonbeam. I don't want to die."
Neve.
What's up?
If you want
I
to
mean-
subject yourself to potential damage along the way, you might be able to pull it off in 14 minutes.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. How
So,
about you, if you're 6 feet tall on the wall, you could put me up on your shoulders. I'm gonna crawl up and see what I can see over the wall here.
yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna get up on
Yeah.
top of this wall here somewhere. Okay.
yeah.
Good plan.
All right. So I probably won't die, but if I do, love to know, y'all. I'm gonna still get to see what's on the other side first.
Mhm. The way
Just
I
be
see
careful.
it is that, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
the way
I'm
I
okay.
see it is that like Hiss would just boost people up, and then Hiss would go last because Hiss is tall enough to climb the wall and strong enough to climb the wall on his own without.
I'm saying,
Well, probably.
It's still 8 feet. It's still somewhat awkward.
Yeah.
You're all still kind of wet. That's why I'm saying 41 minutes. I wouldn't require any checks. I would just say you could do it.
What do you think?
Okay.
Should we do it?
Is there some
Let's
kind of
take this
problem with
one.
us just taking the 41 minutes? I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
no,
we're
no,
going
it's
to
not.
take.
No, let's do it.
Do we still have
I'm
the
sure
stuff
it
on
won't
the
result
walls?
in any. I'm sure it won't result in any rolls that might turn out bad for us. Not at all.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Let's go with that.
Okay. But first, let me see if I understand. Rowan was going to go up first and scout a bit.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right. Let's start with that then.
Okay.
I would like to
Okay.
volunteer as second if everyone's okay with that, just so we have a healer on the other side.
Good
Yes,
idea.
please.
All right.
All right. So Rowan, I'm just going to move you to right there.
Okay, but I'm on the ledge. I'm right
Yeah,
here.
you're up on the ledge.
Okay, so I'm trying to
actually-
get a peek. Kind of dusty in here.
What do you see, Rowan?
Rowan, what you see is a corridor running to the north, 10 feet wide. You can see that it branches off a bit. You can't get a lot of detail along the way. Now the wall at the end of the corridor, which is now behind you, and is a door swung partially open. Has a bas-relief sculpture of a warrior armed with a spear and a shield.
Hmm.
Just, spear in hand, shield in hand, like he's standing guard.
Okay.
Check it for traps.
The shield is rests on the floor, somewhat resembles a sundial, complete with a marker standing out from the wall.
Okay.
Etched on the shield's surface are runes in a script that you recognize now because you've seen it in writing through other parts of this place, but
All right.
you can't read it.
I just
I guess I'm gonna
recognize
have
them
to-
as familiar.
You vaguely recognize it. It's
The
either the
shape.
same language or similar.
Okay.
I'm guessing I'm
But-
gonna have to teleport in and read it.
Yeah, did you say you were gonna investigate, or what are you doing now?
I would like to investigate.
Give me perception check, actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna holler
perception.
over the wall. Hey, don't go too far over there.
I'm not moving from this square.
Damn it. Hold on a second before you do that.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
Oh boy.
So what were you doing?
I'm just I'm investigating what I can see from
You
here.
rolled a 15 on your perception check. Okay, what you notice is that the carving isn't entirely one piece. It was somewhat assembled. Chips around the seam seem to suggest that the shield itself can be pivoted in the knight's arm. Like you
Okay.
could move it by that sundial marker.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm not
Do
touching
not
it.
touch
We
it.
got a
Well,
little
I
Raiders
can't
of the
read the
Lost
script.
Ark thing going on
It
here.
is
Yeah.
currently
You know,
facing a bit to the knight's left.
All right. Do not touch it until I had a chance to
I'm
read
not
that.
even breathing at it.
Yeah.
None of us believe you because of previous things, and it makes it even funnier. We're like, we gotta get
Yeah.
it right. Raw.
Technically, Rowan hasn't told us anything about what he's seen over there, so we don't know yet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to convey that to you to the best of my ability. What I see, and I can't read these markings. It looks like this shield can be manipulated in a way maybe to open another passage or to release something that will kill us promptly.
Or
Other
slowly.
than that,
Fair.
yeah,
Fair, please.
Slowly.
it's very echoey in this chamber, so it seems pretty solid. I'm saying, hurry and get over here before I get too curious.
All right.
I have a
Fucking
question.
with stuff.
I have a question. You said
Yeah.
that you saw some writing.
Mhm.
It looks like writing. Yeah, it's familiar. We've seen this before.
Well,
Here in
I'm
these
curious.
passages.
I'm curious if you happen to see the 5, 4, 3, and 9 runes that we saw before.
All right.
Well,
All right. I need to cast comprehend languages so I can figure out
yeah,
what they're saying.
I
what this
can't
is.
really tell because it's cursive and I can't read that. So
Yeah.
Oh, I figured you might recognize a symbol just by looking at it, even if you couldn't read it.
it could be. It could be.
All
It
right.
very well
What do you
could be.
think, Greg?
Well, I think
No?
we get us all.
He doesn't
Okay.
really recognize any of it.
Okay.
I think we get us all over onto the other side. Just get us all into the other side, and
No.
then we can convene on the
No,
other side.
let me cast comprehend languages so I know what this is saying because I'm afraid this might
Okay.
be
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
I see you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep his distracted by playing rock paper scissors.
He's really excited by this. He's never played this game before. He's like, so wait. I've got to. So is it 1, 2, 3, go, or is it 1, 2 and go on 3?
Uh,
Do
It
you
could
know
be
what
either.
paper is?
if you have a preference.
I don't even.
Do
He
you know
doesn't
what
even know
scissors
what.
are?
His
Hey.
doesn't know what a pair of scissors are. He's fascinated by scissors. He keeps throwing scissors. He's like,
Oh, David, I gotta ask a question.
yeah.
Were you just making a lethal weapon reference there?
No.
Oh, well, see, it was a lot cooler when I thought it was a Lethal Weapon reference.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, it
But
wasn't.
instead, it's wholesome.
To be fair,
No, they had the whole thing of, do we go on 3 or is it 1, 2, 3 and go? Or
yeah. To be fair, it is the old adage with the rock paper scissors where you always end up playing rock paper scissors, and then one of the fuckers will always go on the fucking third one, and then the other person goes like that, and you're like, oh my god, let's start over, and it just goes on for ages, and that's why you can. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna let his win like every other round because I see him just keep shooting scissors.
He's
Right.
Oh, you won! Oh, you didn't win! Oh, you won!
like, this is madness. How does this work? Why have you never thrown scissors? This is crazy.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw scissors. Do you know
But
what happens now?
Hang on. What happens if we both have scissors? This is very confusing. It starts
well,
getting
then
No one
if you
wins.
both do scissors, it's like when you're playing war and you have to go at it then. But this time you have to add Lizard Spock.
What's Nargle saying? This is really confusing. There's more rounds. There's other things.
No. Don't mind that.
All right. I need to find out what this writing is saying.
We're still waiting for you to cast comprehend languages. It takes like 10
I
minutes
said
or
I
something
was
like
cat.
that.
Yeah,
Didn't it take like 10 minutes?
Well, I mean, I can cast it ritually, or I could cast it just straight.
I just cast it. Like
I thought we had to wait for you to cast it ritually. I'm sorry.
I do think you have time for that if you want. But
yeah,
if I want,
you've got as long. You've got as long as it takes for His to get bored of this game because
never.
I have to warn you,
that's an hour.
7 minutes in at a minimum, I'm going to require a concentration check if you're trying to cast a ritual spell while this is going on with rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
We could whisper.
We're
All
distracting.
right. I'll use the spell slot then because I don't want to waste too much.
Probably wise.
Okay. So what does it say?
Are you up there?
Yes, I teleported.
Okay. It says, well, let me just give you a quick description so you get the context. On this side of the wall, there's a sculpture of a warrior with a spear and a shield. The shield, which actually rests on the floor, resembles a sundial marker, which can be moved. Etched on the shield's surface are runes in script that say, turn back.
It says turn back. And
Yeah,
actually, now that I think about it, that may actually be a hint. Like you're supposed to turn it back, the shield.
Oh,
Big brain.
that's that. What's he saying?
Or it could mean, Donna Noble, that you must go back and turn right.
Oh,
Nice,
That is
nice
true.
one.
nice reference.
Yeah,
That was a miserable fucking episode.
Yeah. It's a good
God's
episode, but I can't watch it again.
Yeah, it's a good episode, especially
Oh,
after you've had the
brilliant.
fucking midnight one the episode before. Like, God.
All right.
So if I
So
go
cool.
back, I won't die, right? Because of a better world, the doctor's
Oh,
world. And
don't.
Rose's the best doctor ever. I'm sorry.
I have a request.
Ooh.
It's gonna be tea time in about 15 minutes. Can we do that early so that I can go to the bathroom?
We can absolutely. This is actually a good time to do that. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I think
You
it's
have to roll for it.
Yeah, we can
Yeah, I gotta roll for it.
Go piss, girl.
Yep, tea time, beer time,
Right.
whatever you cretins want to get. I'm getting.
What? I would never
Yeah.
go get another beer right now. Be right back.
Yeah, delicious.
Oh, but if you're offering beer, then I will have a beer. Like,
Memes aside, though, I'm gonna walk my dogs. It shouldn't take more than like 2 minutes, but I'll be right back.
All right. Be careful.
yeah.
Watch for cats.
Mm-hmm. Especially Schrodinger's. Gotta keep out of him.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Oh God, hang on. I'm gonna go try and navigate myself to the toilet once. I'm gonna.
All right. Italians and alcoholic.
Oh, Jonathan,
Yeah.
are you proud of me that I put hot sauce on my grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah. I'll be even prouder when you put some of the hot sauce I have here on it.
That's a big fuck no, sir.
Come
I
on.
would like to keep my butt intact.
You see me eat it all the time.
Well,
That's how
and your
safe it
intestines
is.
are dangling out your back end. What do you want me to say?
I don't have any intestines.
Yeah, I decided that I like mild. Oh, did Jonathan? No, we lost somebody. Who did we lose? Steve. Looks like we lost Steve.
Dave,
No,
it's David.
David. Oh,
Oh,
I like mild, but I think that's about as hot as I'm gonna go. Steve's from Texas. He could probably do some hot sauce.
Yeah, but I'm not really that huge of a fan of like spicy stuff.
Me neither. Apparently, Jonathan can eat stuff that'll make you feel like you got shot in the tongue.
Yeah.
And yet it doesn't, shall we say, burn on the other end. I have noticed when I personally eat,
My internet ate the pocket steak again.
Yep.
Well played. Well played. Yeah. I'm kind of expecting, we're going to be dealing with a lot of puzzle traps and whatnot.
Well, I mean, that might be my fault.
We are going to die.
Well, no, you see, I actually gave Greg a book for Dungeon Masters full of puzzles and traps.
Ah. As long as he doesn't throw anything like Nem's daughters, that's all I ask.
Right? I do gotta wonder. I do gotta wonder how. This is what I know. When I drank Kessler, I had one of the worst hangovers I have ever had. I mean, like, could barely open my eyes. The light hurt my eyes. I had this horrible headache. My muscles ached. I mean, it was just, damn, one of the worst hangovers ever.
Gotcha.
Do you have that when you drink it, Jonathan?
of course not.
Huh.
Never. No. No, that would not be. Yeah.
There's David.
Voila.
Hello. That was the perfect timing from you there, Mike, to suggest a break. So
Yep.
Internet decided to take a break as well, which was good.
It did.
Just like,
Or as Chick-A-Z said, the internet ain't his pocket steak.
yeah.
Which
It
is
did.
fine because he has like
That's me.
4 times as
That's
much
me.
as he used to.
I'm TKZ7. Yeah.
All right,
We
I'm
know
back.
that.
So if you ever see, yeah. I don't know if sorry, I thought Ash hadn't figured out that I was TKZ7.
You
So
see,
can
Yeah.
I heard while I was walking the dog, Steve, you're from Texas?
I spent a
gone.
long time there. I'm originally
Oh.
from the East Coast,
Damn.
Virginia.
Oh, darn. I'm from Texas. I was like, yeehaw.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say I'm still a Texan in spirit in many ways. I love my time
Yeah. Elaboration on a pocket steak. Oh
there.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's a long story. We have 6 of them now.
Yeah.
It's
Eh,
a
better
pocket
not
steak
explain the
meta.
joke.
It's a
Yeah.
long joke. It's a long joke. You'll have to
Essentially,
rewatch
it's
the
a
old
steak
stream.
that's been in his pocket for,
Yeah.
well,
That was our
for a
second
long
session
time.
together when that happened. I still have like
Yeah.
the
We
for it.
don't know. We don't know how long the steak has actually been in my pocket because we don't know how long we were asleep for.
Oh, and that happened twice, right? Once in the carriage and then once.
Yeah, no, because it was the pocket steak. Oh my god, it's a really long time now to think about it because the pocket steak was after
Yeah.
it was after the carriage, but it's just had
It
that
was
pocket steak and
leftovers.
yeah, it was
It is
leftovers
probably
from our
rock
meal
hard by
with
now.
Oh,
it
the
was
bunker.
yeah, it was leftovers from whatever his name, the broker or Mr. Broker, which was at least like a couple of weeks travel.
Oh boy.
Yeah, might be a good idea to somehow figure out a way to dispose of. Oh, just a real side point, and I want to make this really clear to you all. So I've run one of my sort of monthly sessions since our last session, and I did state in that last session that that there are elements of this that I take and I put into my game. A lot of things with Hiss because I see this as like the origin story for what Hiss is in my game now. This is like a really important NPC for my players that they keep meeting. And in the last session, he had to give one of the other characters like he was like, "I've got something for you. What do I get? What do I have? There was something I was supposed to give you." Okay, and he goes through all of his pockets and he's pulling out pocket steak and stuff. And he's just like, and it's just like, and my players were like, "Why has he got steak in his pocket?" And it's just like he's always had steak in his pocket. So yeah, there's one thing I take from these sessions is that there's an extra bit of lore for Hiss that you'll always have pocket steak.
Now
Probably
he has rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, he has. Oh my god, he has rock paper scissors now. This is gonna be so cool because they're gonna have to at some
The pocket
point.
steak is the rock.
Yeah. Oh my god. At some point, they're gonna do. I'm gonna do a just to give myself as a DM some sort of downtime. I'm going to have a tournament where my players can get out because they are all at each other's throats as characters, and it's quite sweet, really. Like the players are really happy with each other, but the characters are not happy with each other a lot of the time. So I'm gonna have like the equivalent of like gladiatorial combat, so they can all fight each other in 1v1 combat, get it out of their system, and then as a catharsis. So maybe, and I was gonna put Hiss in the combat with them, but it's like Hiss in disguise, a bit like Dragon Ball Z sort of style. So I might have it that in his combat, if they're clever enough, they can distract him with the game of rock paper scissors. We'll see how it goes. So thank you for doing rock paper scissors because now it's genuinely a really good thing for Hiss now. Oh, this is so good. Oh dear.
Snape should be sick.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good idea. That's another good idea. I'm gonna write that down. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eva Catcher.
And can they discern what is pocket steak and what is not? You know.
That's the big illusion.
Mhm.
Maybe the pocket steak is the pocket steak we collected along the way. But yeah, no. On a serious note, like genuinely, these sessions have actually like helped build the lore of my campaign because it's like the players will be talking to Hiss, and then it'll be just like, they'll easily be like, well, it was like that one time when we were stuck in that dungeon for a really long time. They're like, we weren't there, Hiss, and he's just like, oh yeah, but you know, I was there for a long time. He's just, all my players are like, for fuck's sake.
I think Evie Catcher 723 figured out what your name really was. Remember, you couldn't figure it out at first.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not Hiss. It's actually shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mm.
Just the messenger.
I like that. I'm going to write that. I genuinely, genuinely going to write that down. Evie Catcher, thank you so much.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Evie.
I think I'm a bit worried that Evie Catcher is catching Eevees because
Yeah.
I mean,
They're one of my
Yes, you
regular
are.
chatters on my Dreamy Dream.
very brilliant.
And
I
they're
know
very
you're
awesome. Yeah, you
When
are.
you're that brilliant, you can't help it. So
Mhm. Thank you for sharing your brilliance with the world.
it was nice. Yeah, it made
Here
it
at the
made the whole game. Yeah.
here at the
Oh.
Fellowship of the here at the Fellowship of the D20, we like to appreciate our stream, our viewers.
Ah,
I have no
puns.
clue puns is.
It's how they
That
make
sounds
money.
like his, actually.
Yeah. I do not know who this woman is. Like, who is?
Is she one of the snake people?
Yeah, she one of the snake people. Oh God.
She is the original pocket steak. Just throwing it out there.
The original pocket steak.
Oh God. I mean, just yeah, genuinely, like I have created a lot. Because the thing is, this is not the chat you're looking for. Because the thing is that this is a different build of Hiss. So Hiss was when I built Hiss was a monk. So this actually is it works that Hiss would start off as a barbarian, all this like rage and aggression and stuff like that. And then the natural character arc is that Hiss eventually became a monk because he learned how to deal with his anger and aggression.
So now he kills people silently.
Yes,
As one should.
That's it. As one should.
That makes sense now.
Yeah. So that's really good. But yes, thank you, Evie. Thank you, everybody.
He does strike me as more of an open hand monk, though.
Yeah, he started off as a Sun Soul monk, but I didn't quite. Yeah. So he started off as a Sun Soul monk, but that was only because Dragon Ball Z. I was like, oh my god, he can fire beams. But then I realized that Sun Soul monks are pretty
really
shit.
Class, yeah.
Yeah. So then he's now become what's the one with the extra arms? It's a new one for Tasha's.
Octopus.
No, Astral Self. Yeah, that's it. Which is more JoJo's by all accounts, anyway.
I did consider that for Lucian, who we're talking about for the side game.
Yeah, but he's got the Astral Self side, but the players haven't seen that yet. I can't wait for them to realize that that's gonna. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. No, seriously, this has actually genuinely helped me create more about my game. So
That's
regardless
awesome.
of what it is,
That's really cool, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't forget to liquefy someone's organs. But if you do, you have to drink them. Don't be
Yeah.
wasteful.
Yeah, you just do the Bruce Lee thing from the Chinese Connection or Fist of Fury.
It's like
you punch the cook guy in the soul.
Yeah. You literally saw his soul leave his body.
Yeah.
All right. Are we here? Are we waiting for folks?
Yes.
We're here. We got beer.
Yeah.
We are here, and we do have beer. For science, of course.
Yeah.
And just FYI, in case it wasn't clear, I am absolutely joking. I have absolutely nothing against beer or anyone drinking beer or drinking what you want to drink.
I assumed you were.
Yeah.
What about this kind of tea? I accidentally drank it all.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, caffeine is my drug of choice, but
still
you know,
upright,
you guys do
so
what you want.
good on you.
One of these days,
It's gluten-free,
all
all right?
I'm
So-
gonna improve your
One
taste in
exception
whiskey.
is gin. Gin sucks.
Thank you, Greg.
I agree.
Thank
You don't
you.
like gin and tonic?
Quote me on that.
All right.
Gin
Gin
and
and
tonic.
Sprite though? Gin and Sprite.
Oh God, no! Because it's like if you drink
7 and
gin and
7.
tonic, that's like two bad things. Gin and Sprite, I could maybe give you, like,
Oh,
because
come on,
I
gin
quite
and
like
tonic?
Sprite.
No excuses. No
Man.
exceptions.
No excuses. That's fair. I like
No what
margaritas.
ifs,
So
no maybes, no magical anti-gin elixir that turns it into fairy dust that lets you fly.
I love the
okay.
I love the idea that any poison in our game from now on, any drinkable poison is actually a glass of gin. It's just like we flavor it, literally flavor
If
it,
it
so
serves
it's
us gin,
actually
we'll know. We'll know
yeah.
immediately.
It's like,
Yeah.
would you like
Stuff tastes like
gin?
poison spray. Gin.
Poison spray.
Margaritas. That means
It's
angry,
just like
angry
margarita
woman.
mix.
Margarita is an angry woman.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
So here we go. You guys
Evie keeps
are.
saying you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Some of you are 8 feet higher than the others. Hopefully, everyone is wearing appropriate undergarments.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Rowan.
My bad.
Yeah. Well,
And you just saw that the writing on the shield says "turn back."
yeah.
And since Rowan did actually examine the statue, I will tell you that while you saw that the piece could pivot on the shield, you saw no other traps, no needles, no wires, nothing else but that mechanism.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah. So you after you showed it to me, my thinking is that you should turn it back.
Okay.
Do it what it literally says.
Should we wait till the others are in here so we can all
Yeah,
die
I don't know
together?
who we want to turn it.
I mean, I'll turn it. I just figure if it kills us, I want to make sure it gets
Remember,
everyone.
there are still 3 of you on the floor below, so we
Yeah.
can skip ahead to when everyone's up there if you want. I don't care about
Yeah.
It's up to you
Yeah.
guys. How do you want to do it?
Yeah, I would like to be over the wall, just in
I'd
case
like
I
to
need
be-
assistance.
All right. All right.
Oh.
We'll take the pain together.
Yep.
The red
Can
and
I
green.
prep an action just in
Okay.
case things start to go south, like meaning people start taking damage outside of the air damage that we're already taken?
Mhm.
Come on, Hiss. You got to get here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm up. 1 second. I was just. 1
Because
second.
if so, I want to prep Aura of Vitality
Yeah. Not a
in
bad
case
idea.
things go to shit.
You want to prep?
Who was the last? Was Hiss the last actual person to climb the wall?
I'd say
Yes.
I was, yeah. Or
Yes.
Yeah,
oh,
it makes sense,
He had
yeah.
to lift most of us over.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's right.
yeah.
All right.
Or
Hiss, I do need an athletics check from you.
Okay. Good idea for me to go the last person over the wall, guys. That was a sensible move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only way
you're
it
the
would've
one- You're
worked.
the one who can make it.
Yeah, no, it was I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being genuine.
So you didn't land on Ethelion or
Yeah, sorry.
Dash. That was a close one.
Because my internet died, I had to reload Roll20. 1 sec. Athletics. Go Hiss. Ooh.
You're actually fine. All that happened is as you were coming up the wall, because of the collective noise y'all were making, some of the ceiling in the hallway that you're coming from collapsed. It wasn't a huge collapse. It just caused another pile of rubble on the floor like you see here and there. But you just only got glanced by it out of the way. So there was like no damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now that we're up here, Nargle, can you turn the shield back? See what happens.
Yeah, tread lightly though, because this.
Am I
seems
good
kinda
with my
fragile.
prepped action, Greg?
I'm sorry, what was your prepped action again?
I wanted to have Aura of Vitality just ready. Like, I don't want to do it yet unless we take damage outside of the air. But I just wanted to be ready to do that. In case it goes to shit.
Yeah, if things go to shit, I will give you that prepped action. I just that's highly unlikely, so I'm trying not to overthink it. But
Gotcha.
yes, if it comes to it, then yes.
Hey, with us,
you're ready to go.
I'm just trying to be prepared. Okay.
No, that makes sense.
We do appreciate the preparedness.
Yes.
So you all see the same thing. There's, a bas relief statue of a guard, shield, sword, and spear in one hand, shield in the other. Only one of you can read it, but Ash has told everyone, I presume, that it says
Yes, I
turn
have.
back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
why
this
I'm
the-
asking Nargle to turn it back. Yeah.
Correct. Sorry, I was reading ahead.
Yes, don't go
My
any
bad.
farther forward until Nargle's done.
I'm not going any further further. Everything's fine.
So
thank you.
what appears, it appears when you're looking at the shield, just describing this for character, that if it were outside and lying on the ground, it would actually function as a sundial.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
When I say there's a marker on it that turns, that's what that marker is.
Yeah.
So it's currently leaning to the right. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, it's currently leaning to the left.
Yep.
Rowan, when you turn it to the right,
I'm doing it.
okay. Nargle, when you
Nargle.
turn it to the right, the wall that y'all just came through closes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that
Like
was
it goes all the way up to the ceiling?
Like the door closes. Like it was
Yeah.
a secret door that you found behind the painting. And the
Ah,
secret
okay.
door closes.
Okay.
So
So
that's how it
now we
closes
know what that
opens
does.
from this side.
At least we know it's not a trick. Okay. Good.
But I didn't hear what you said there, Jonathan.
I said that's how we open and close that door from this side.
Okay.
It's the doorknob.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if we need to go back, concern.
All right.
Yes.
So if we need to turn back, we turn the thing again. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the way.
Perhaps we should leave it open for
Yeah,
some
go
air.
ahead. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I'm just wondering if the rest of the puzzle won't work accordingly, like if there are other contraptions, if we mess
Yeah.
with this.
Well,
But we could always
see,
find out.
there.
Should be able to-
Well, right. We've got some things here that
Let
we
me
can
know when
toy
you-
with.
Yeah, let me
Let me
know if
know
you
when-
need me to read anything else.
And let me know when you want me to take a step forward. I was told specifically to stand.
You're
Yeah.
doing a great job.
Very good job, Hiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We play rock, paper, scissors later, yes? Like,
I got you.
yeah.
I'm just gonna mouth I'm sorry to the rest of the group because he's gonna ask all of us to play Rocket.
Yeah.
It's like intermittently.
Yeah,
Okay, scissors.
yeah.
We play rock, paper, scissors now.
We're gonna have to teach him some
Okay.
other games.
What are you
Excuse me
doing?
one moment.
Going?
Something just happened that shouldn't have happened.
That's weird. Yeah.
That's very weird and could be problematic in a moment.
Okay.
Well, it's
Mhm.
problematic now, but it could be more problematic if I don't correct it in time.
All right. Sounds good.
Right.
Chilling.
I did just see Rowan randomly walk off.
Yeah, he seemed to clip through the wall.
Oh, that's good.
That's probably
the
fine.
Teach him League of Legends streamer. I don't know.
Listen, you don't have to tell everybody I play League of Legends, and that's why I want a moonbeam because I'm a Lux man. You ain't gotta do that to me.
Oh, now we get full context. Like, I see.
I really should
All
watch
of-
you play League of Legends one day.
Ooh, if you ever do, let me know. I love League.
All right.
I'm a gremlin.
Can't say I'm familiar.
It's just a top-down tower defense MOBA.
Yeah, I just watched Arcane and kind of liked it. That's it.
I've been
Oh,
hearing that's great. So.
I haven't watched all of it. I got up to what is apparently like the best episode, and I stopped because I was like, I don't want it ever to end. Like,
well, they're
I
working
did-
on another one right now, like another part of the lore. So I
yeah,
would say finish it, get excited, because this one's supposed to have 8 episodes. It just got announced today.
I watched up to when the dad. I don't want to spoil it for people, but you
No
know what I
spoilers.
mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah. I've watched all of it, so I know what you mean.
Yeah.
We actually
Yeah.
got to stream the first episode of the second season which is really cool, but also really depressing. But I farmed that shit. I'm not even gonna cap. I streamed the heck out of it because they let us. It was really cool that they did that.
Nice.
I think Batman dies, right? Yeah, he does. It's a real shame. It's like, and then the big twist is Batman's kid's like, "Oh, avenge him!" Like,
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you send Bateman instead of Batman.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, dear.
Batman dying is like a DC summer tradition anyway.
Yeah. It's like I said,
He'll be back in a few weeks. It's fine.
my favorite DC comic is, or comic series kind of thing, is Identity Crisis, and they literally talk about that in Identity Crisis because of course the whole plot revolves around like Plastic Man's wife being killed, and it's quite a
You mean
Elongated Man, but yeah.
elongated man. Sorry, elongated man, and
for a long time.
yeah, and it's such a good comic because they're all sat there at this funeral, and then I can't remember. It might be Batman that's doing the sort of narration at this point, or someone's doing the narration at this point, and they're like, "We were here 2 weeks ago for Green Arrows," and then he's going through. He's like, "We were here 2 weeks ago for Green Arrows, and now he's back." That kind of thing. But we're never here for like the wives and the partners, and you're sitting there reading this like, this is really dark. like we can bring back superheroes, can't bring back a random guy. Like it's just like, oh god.
That wasn't even the worst thing that happened to Sue Dibney in that series.
Yeah, it's not. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
let's
I
get
liked
back
her so
to
much
the-
in Justice League International too. It just
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there you are. Now we're all back where we were.
We're good now.
So
Yep.
you see a corridor to the north. The corridor is high ceilinged and decorated with sculptures mounted to the walls. You can see them sticking out here and here.
All right.
Two corridors branch off from the main hall, a narrow one to the east, and then further up, there appears to be another to the west. The statuary along the wall consists of 4 sculpted heads of animals. Each one is about 6 feet above the floor, 2 to 3 feet in diameter. Opposite the passage to the east is a stylized head of a coyote. This one here, well, you can't really see yet, but there's more.
It's a Roadrunner.
Meet. Yeah, so that's it. That's what you see. That's where you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would start by checking that out.
Okay.
Yeah, I move forward slowly.
Okay, where you are now, you're at the first one, which was the stylized head of a coyote, and it looks a little something like. Well, no, it doesn't. Well, this is kind of the view down the hallway. You see the coyote, you see the eagle.
Oh, cool.
I'm sorry, the coyote, the wolf, the eagle, bison. This is what it looks like from your perspective, looking northward down the hall.
Do I see that the eagle's got something in its mouth like I'm seeing in that image?
You do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
His walks out. Oh, shiny.
Now, if we take that, I feel like we should replace it with something of like equal size.
Mm.
Is
I
this
like
like the
I hope we don't
Roadrunner
get any
trophy
giant
room?
boulders rolling after us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she was saying, let's replace the thing of equal size. And I'm thinking, yeah, as long as we don't get any giant boulders rolling after us.
Mhm. We name.
There is
Or
a-
your giant eagle saying, "Give me back my thingy." But
There is a coyote's head on the wall that we could be dealing with a Roadrunner.
meet.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Meet.
to stop doing that. if you keep
That would be
saying
called the Coyote Gospel.
Adding meep to my
Green
notes.
Animal Man. That's all I'll say.
There is what appears to be a small piece of parchment in the mouth of the coyote.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's opposite the wall nearest you.
No, I'm kind of curious about it.
Shiny.
Can you do detect magic on the heads or something? Or
Good.
check them for traps or something along those lines?
We could do both in tandem. I mean, I think detect magic takes like 10 minutes,
Yeah,
or I
that's
could
what
just
we-
cast
11
it.
minutes
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
what we're
gonna.
I mean, if we walk by them and they bite us, then we'll know.
If it's so, it's a level 1 spell slot. I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna detect magic for this hallway specifically.
Okay, the only thing you see that is magical is a glow from the bracelet in the mouth of the eagle and the piece of stiff parchment in the mouth of the coyote.
Okay, I'm gonna share that with the group. Like, there's parchment there, and then there's that golden bracelet that we were already eyeing.
All right. Rowan, why don't you check those two to see if they are traps, to see if we
See if
can
there are
make a
any
move and
traps.
remove those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
can investigate.
Where are you starting? Which one?
Okay, I'm gonna start with the one closest to me. What is
That would be the coyote.
the coyote? I'm looking for any movable parts.
It honestly looks I mean, you can certainly check. I just want to give you the perspective. The teeth are carved very well. It really just looks like a stiff piece of parchment that is caught between a couple of its teeth that could come out.
Right.
Nothing to stop you from investigating, just giving you the perspective.
Well, we could always start with that
Right.
and see what happens. Like, it seems like that one might be easier to finesse out, and maybe it has clues.
Yeah.
Right.
Investigate first, and then we'll see if we can take it.
Sounds good.
And I'll throw some guidance on as well.
Yes, and I will pray next to him as he gives guidance.
Okay.
Yes, and I will pray.
I mean, we can't track it, so I'll just.
I do love this narrative. Like, we'll cast guidance, and yes,
Only
I will
one.
pray.
Yeah, only one.
Investigation.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it being like
One more than
competitive
you would have done.
guidance.
17.
Actually, isn't
it
that
really
in a
does
movie?
just appear to be a stiff piece of parchment that someone put in there.
All right.
Okay.
Not even jammed in there very far. It's just like stuck in there out of the way.
All right. I guess we can
Well,
try to get it loose.
If that is the case, I am willing to try and take it out of there.
Okay, there is
can
writing
pull on
on it. You can't read it.
Okay.
Can I read it?
Yes.
Okay.
I
What
give
does
it
it
to
say?
Ashton.
All right, I'll take it. It
I mean,
says
you do have
Wile E.
some
Coyote
languages.
super genius.
Oh,
What?
Where yeah, courtesy of Acme Corporation.
All right.
Is it like a spell scroll that when you read it, a box falls on your head? Like,
No, it allows you to run for about a minute on air, and unless you look down, then you fall.
That is incredible. Oh, I love it.
Thelian, as soon as Ash reads the paper, the magic fades from it.
Oh no.
what? Can I bring it back to life? Can we fix this?
No,
Maybe we can find
The
some other
magic
weird-
has died.
the magic
I'm
goes
just-
away.
I'm gonna share that
Like
with the
Larry
group. Like,
Niven.
it had magic, and now it no magic.
You broke it.
All right.
Hiss, by the way, this whole time, Hiss has been moving very slowly towards the shiny.
I'm like, hey, wait.
No, but it's
Slow it down,
tiny.
buddy.
So that means we
Slow
should
it
be
down.
careful with whatever it is the eagle's holding.
Well,
Right,
listen,
this-
we could hide in this hallway over here, or this little, and we could let him grab it. You know, if he insists, he could just run over to us.
Isn't that shiny?
Let's see, what is over here?
Yeah, let's check that out.
Yeah, there's a side passage that stretches that way.
That seems maybe like. Should we go in there first and see, you know, if that's a safe area for us to retreat to once we take this?
Not a bad
Definitely not
idea.
dangerous.
I don't think
Yeah,
going
let's put
in
the-
there to see if it's safe.
Bearing in mind This one at the far end is the eagle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. That's what I'm like. We're gonna have to have some serious athletics, possibly,
Oh
maybe.
boy. I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't mess with those
Mm.
because something makes me feel like they're up to no good.
Yeah, it could be. Well, whatever they're protecting for a reason.
I mean, there is magic coming out of it, but just like the scroll losing its magic when we grabbed it, maybe.
This is the equivalent of a child breaking an iPad.
Yeah.
Maybe if we grab it, it'll lose its magic as well. So we could investigate further. I'm kind of with Rowan for now.
But what if
Yeah.
the magic that it's losing is there to protect us?
Yeah, it's hard.
And
to
us
say.
I know
messing
that's
with it.
that scroll seemed kind of silly. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think it's necessarily to protect us, but whatever's near.
Here's the idea of the magic being able to protect, and it's not dissuading him. Like,
I'm gonna be like, get your butt over here if you want to play rock paper scissors later.
rock paper scissors. This is not torn.
There
He's
are
like
other
looking.
games that we could
If you
learn
do not
too.
behave
you know?
yourself, I will take your pocket stake from you.
Yeah, no pocket steak for a week.
I will feed it to the eagle right in front of you.
Dan would like to
The
note
sulking
that
barbarian.
about 30 feet ahead of y'all heading down that hallway.
Oh, yeah, there's another like
All right.
entryway there.
All right, Rowan, you want to check the passage?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Like,
I'm going to check this passage.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm going to
Run
investigate
over
it
here.
by
right.
hollering down the hall and seeing if anything collapses. No, I'm kidding.
yodelay.
It is a little echoey. I'm looking. Well, I don't even know what I should be.
It's it's a very narrow passage coming around a corner up ahead that you can barely see. There's a faint flickering light, but you
There's
can't.
something in here. I think the best way to investigate it is if you hear screaming and then silence, that's what danger sounds like.
We're
Oh,
not
boy.
splitting up though, right? Are we all going down here or what's
I'm just watching Rowan's back.
Yeah, I
same.
don't want to leave his, so I'm just
I'm just going to this corner.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll stay
Let's
here.
see.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of splitting the party either in general.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
talk this man down from touching this brace.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on him.
Pretty.
All right, at this point, just because the party's splitting, I'm going to need an initiative order.
All right.
Oh, that's a good sign.
I'd put. Yeah.
That's the kind of rolls you can expect from me. I got plenty more where they came from.
I
16.
never
That's
roll high
low for me.
initiative. What
Yeah,
is
okay.
this? Yeah, this is like reverse what we usually roll. Oh, okay, Mike, I see you.
Yeah.
Just a little chuckle.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I came out with the initiative that time.
Yeah.
Popped off.
Okay.
I do-
So
I do. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but there doesn't seem to really be much to investigate other
Alright.
than identifying what this is. It opens up into another passage up here, but I can really only kind of see this area.
All right, well
Alright.
let's go back in with the rest
Yeah.
of the people, and
I
we
don't
will
wanna
let them know
push
what
it
we
'cause-
found down here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I have a feeling we might get attacked if we open.
And I'm
that
gonna
Well,
back
there's
up.
there's
There, come
there's a way out. At least we know we can
out. Okay.
head west
There's
right here.
a few
Right.
other areas too. It looks like.
But I don't know. You know,
This
there's no triggers or pressure traps.
All
At
right.
least to that corner, just around the corner. So I
Alright.
think that if we run into something, it'll be further west or east, rather. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what are we doing down here? What is
Mhm.
you doing, little buddy?
Well, there's still the thing in the eagle's mouth.
Are you gonna
And
go
then
for
there,
it?
and then there are two passages on either side of his.
Yeah, there
If-
is.
Hiss sighs and goes, Rowan, can you check if this has any traps in it?
What if
He's
I
looking
just
at the.
say yes?
I think Hiss might believe you. If you just said yes, I think he would just be like,
Ooh.
okay. Like,
All right.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not liking the look
investigate
of
it.
whatever that is on the end.
Yeah, I don't really either, but I'm gonna investigate it from what I
I'm
can
gonna-
see. I'm
You
not
can
touching it.
investigate it
I'm just
while I'm
looking
sitting
at it.
right here.
Are there any moving parts? Is there any, visible signs that this thing could cause
Ooh.
trouble? And,
Yeah. The passage west is really long.
and now I forgot where I was.
I mean, you see exactly what I showed you. You see a carved image of an eagle's head with a gold circlet.
Am I
Alright.
even able to identify that it's an eagle at this point? I mean,
it looks like a swallow, but you can't tell if it's an African or
Right,
European one.
It's
this
all
pigeon looks clear. I'm gonna go back
let
here.
me try. I can
See, if it was
Yeah.
pigeon, I think we would maybe know something's going on.
This
It
pigeon.
looks clear.
23. Is that any better?
Same thing. You can't really tell anything about it.
Okay. All right.
These things are very enigmatic.
I'm gonna
You
move
know,
up
there,
because I want to be near the party.
right?
Yeah.
There isn't really a whole lot of other. I mean, it's kind of like what you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? Hiss, you want to just walk up and slap it?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god.
Right.
If we're doing that, I am hiding in this passageway right here.
That's exactly where
That's
the danger's
not
going
a
to come
bad
from.
idea at all. Let me move back a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, but if something else happens, we just want to be.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking
Slap that
maybe.
baby. Make him breathe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want me to just try and grab the bracelet thing, or do you want me to smash the bracelet out of the mouth, or what do you want me to do?
You
Oh,
can
boy.
just grab it, buddy.
Yeah,
Just
just
take it out.
gently.
Yeah,
Yes.
gently. Yeah, you're right.
Hiss goes out and grabs it, and like starts to pull very gently.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Hiss makes contact with the bracelet, it
God.
comes through the eagle's beak. However, the eagle's beak slams down on Hiss's wrist,
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
and Hiss takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and
Oh.
your arm is quite thoroughly cut in this thing's beak.
Ow,
Okay.
ow, ow,
That might
ow,
have been a
guys,
management moment. I
guys.
didn't think about that. Shit.
All right.
Uh,
Let's
me-
see if we can't figure out how to
Okay.
open it up.
I hear whimpering, and I'm just gonna step back out into the hall.
How high up is it?
I'm gonna see if I can examine the mechanism.
Just stay calm. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. I'll fix it. We just gotta figure out what's going on.
How am I going to play rock, paper, scissors? This is my rock, paper, scissors arm.
We'll fix it. I fixed worse. It'll be fine. I'm gonna point at Rowan and be like, "See that guy? We brought him back from the dead. Everything's gonna be fine."
Okay. Okay.
I didn't do much better, Ash.
Tells you that either the beak has to go or the arm has to go.
Oh, don't say that. What the fuck?
I vote for the beak.
Yeah.
Okay,
same.
beak, please.
Okay, let's see if we get the beak to go. However,
No, let's talk about it. How much does he really need his arm? No, I'm just kidding.
It's his rock, paper, scissors arm.
We don't have any regenerate spells. I'm just telling you.
At the mention of losing his arm, Hiss puts one finger in his ear, but obviously the other ear is still free. So he's trying to desperately cover them.
So, what do you think, guys? We got to pry this thing open. So,
Well, that's why I was asking. That's why I was asking how tall it is. Can I even reach it to try and pry the beak open?
You can reach it.
Yeah, let me give you room to do that.
Okay, I would like to try to pry the beak open. Let's say how much is there any space in the beak at all? Could I fit something in there to wedge it open, or do I need to pry it open with my hands?
We don't want another hand stuck in there. Is there anything that we
You
could
could,
just, like,
you could technically wedge something in there, considering it didn't sever his arm at the wrist. So
Right.
there's still some space.
right.
Mm.
I
So you
use
should
my
be able to
own
It would be
get
very
it,
funny.
but you have to be careful with his arm.
Yeah,
It would be very funny if
I could try to
we all,
shove him
like,
once
try
you
to
get
take-
once you get an opening, like
Yeah.
with telekinesis.
like we all try to open the beak one by one, and we're all just trapped in this fucking dungeon forever
I
because we're
could
all
sacrifice my
trapped above
mace.
each
It
other.
can't.
No, don't worry about that. We
It
can get
can't.
this.
It can't possibly trap all of our arms in it at once.
Well,
Mhm.
Yeah,
not,
but
especially
tripping it
now that
out
we
isn't
know
that
that it can
good.
do that. So yeah.
Pretty
maybe
sure.
maybe
What
just
do we
try
have?
hitting it.
What do we have that I might be able to stick in there? The only
That's what
thing
I
I
was
can
thinking,
think
my
of that
mace.
might be damaging that I have is a longbow, and I'd be afraid of breaking it.
No.
Yeah, I
No,
don't use
that-
my mace often, so like if we
No, it's
had to
not gonna work.
sacrifice a weapon.
Why don't you throw your big old balls in there?
Well, on account of because
maybe-
I can't pry it open with my balls. See, they're
Maybe just-
round. They're not thin, so I can push them in the hole.
He starts like beating the top of the statue,
Okay.
just desperately trying to get his arm out. He's
I have a spare dagger. You want to use that?
Hold on. If Hiss is attempting to hit the beak of the statue, I need a 2-hit roll.
okay.
All right.
Just a normal strength check, is it?
Yeah, because you're unarmed. You didn't say you're hitting it with a weapon. You missed because you're really distracted by the pain.
My guess is if you try that too many times, you're really going to be unarmed.
I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to wedge one of my daggers in there with the
Yeah.
blade, the sharp part of the blade facing away from his arm.
Thank you for
If he
specifying
needs
that.
it to pry.
Yeah, I think
Can
that's
I-
a good start.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about a knife. A dagger is actually sharp
Yeah.
on both sides.
and then I could try
Well,
to pull him.
yeah.
Once there's an opening.
Is
And
that
if
going
you're
to make?
pulling, then I'm giving you guidance for that.
Oh, okay.
Is that going to make
Okay.
a difference? I have like a longsword or something that I could have shoved in there, but I don't want.
That gets
I don't want to put the
bigger.
blade going up against.
I don't want to break a
Yeah.
short sword.
Ah,
I think a
'Cause
dagger is a
that's-
good or
Yeah.
like some sort of short.
Well,
sword.
yeah, it's basically it just does it if the creature willingly fails. I think Fizz would willingly fail that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be as careful as I can to try to not cut you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And what were you trying to do exactly?
Just shove my dagger into the beak and
Okay.
see if I can pry it a little bit. See if it'll give
Oh.
it all.
I mean, a little bit of stone breaks off as you try,
It's-
but
That's it.
Maybe just try hitting the beak part.
Yeah, because you did maybe like almost hit something, but you're kind of just in a weird state right now.
Yeah.
Who?
I'm getting very dizzy.
You want to shatter spike that beak, Nargle?
You
I
can
think-
try that.
Yeah, that would be a good move.
It is a magic
Otherwise,
weapon.
I could slap it with my mace.
not with his
Right.
arm in
Quarter
it.
tap.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just hit it.
Could vortex warp him out of the beak.
Oh, but we need to put something in there quickly because I feel like if something's not in that beak, something else might happen.
It's possible.
We could do it in succession though. Like we could add, like, put something.
I'm not putting my other arm in.
Mm-hmm. No, you
You
no.
couldn't if you tried.
I mean,
A giant stone eagle's beak just slammed shut on your arm. You're not putting anything else in there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then maybe warping him is our best option.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll go ahead and use that. Where do you want to go, Hiss?
Anywhere but here. Like,
All right,
Just-
let's
You can put him
let's
next
put
to
you
me.
next
I
to a
can-
Bellion. I'll put you next to a Bellion. Yeah,
what there?
you got willingly
Yeah,
failed
yeah,
to
yeah.
save now.
Am I able to do that?
You're there,
Yes.
and then your arm kind of slams towards the ground because there's a giant stone eagle beak clenched around it.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
frick.
What the fuck?
be hasty. It's a good look on you, okay? We can work with this.
Don't be
I went-
hasty. Rowan just went all Treebeard on us, guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Don't be hasty.
At least he's free, and
Let's not be hasty. It's a
I'm
nice
you're okay.
look.
Dust. You're okay.
I love how we have actually established that his is basically like a toddler. This is perfect.
I
Like,
could
Yeah.
try to put you asleep. but I
Try
feel like I'm
swinging
getting
it at the wall. It could be a weapon now.
You have to be a big guy for us, man. You
Rowan has never swerved his wrong. His goes to swing the big statue at the wall.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me
Well,
a to
I
hit
could.
roll. This is
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay. I was gonna say I could switch out one of my spells and get mold earth, and that could move it that way.
Give me a damage roll.
What do you want as damage? What do you want me to roll? The
What do you mean mold earth, Steve? There's what earth?
It's stone.
Give me a d6.
Mold
Okay.
earth works on stone?
Yeah, in a limited way, if I remember right. Let
Oh.
me check.
All right. The some stone does fall off the beak as if it starts to crack, and you take 2 points of damage.
okay.
I think you might have to keep doing that unless we think of anything else. But and hear me out. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna give him a little bit of 5 healing. Okay, see, everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
You're okay, big boy.
This is so good, by the way.
This is equivalent of a child breaking an iPad.
It's fine. The
That's not
iPad
wrong.
is broken, but everything's okay.
His goes for another swing. His goes for another swing. 1 second.
Hey, Jonathan,
Boom.
Yeah.
there's a message for you in the private chat.
Okay, give me another d6.
Anybody else want to help?
All right. You do see another crack appear in the eagle's head, and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, look at
Right.
that, buddy. It's getting a little bit better.
I'm getting
Surely one more. Well, third time's a try, right?
Okay. It goes for another swing. This is really tough.
It just seems to kind of bounce off the wall that time, like maybe you didn't apply enough force to it.
Okay. All right, hear me out. This next one, we're gonna put everything we can into it, and I'm gonna add guidance to it, and it's gonna be a-okay, allegedly.
Oh, this is so funny. This is so good.
That is 2 ability checks. He's making attack rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
frick. Well, listen, it's the thought that counts, right? He doesn't need to know that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think it's hilarious that the
It's a
four
Okay.
placebo.
watching him
So,
slam. this thing
Rowan is going to try to pee on it. This
No,
is
no,
it.
No. What
It should be
Why?
fine. It should be fine.
I don't see how
No.
that. No.
Just shield your face. Try to look the other way.
No.
Hey, Rowan, just for future reference, bodily fluids and gases are generally not the answer.
I but they work for me.
Oh my god.
I love how Greg is just lost to live.
So would that be a stealth roll or
I'm
a
more proud of us last session.
is it Dex?
If you want to be on
Can't breathe.
Acrobatics, you said?
no, straight Dex.
Okay, then.
Take that. Take.
Nature. Did you say nature?
No, not straight. No, you swung it. All right, give me another D6.
Oh, this is. Oh, come on.
That's painful. That's
Okay, you
painful.
take a point of damage. Meanwhile, Rowan, I need your Dex check, and now it's a disadvantage because he started moving while you were doing it. And you missed
Oh,
you missed by more
the
than
crit
5.
fail.
Yeah.
You missed by more than 5, so you peed in his face.
Oh, what?
Why?
It'll dry.
Why?
Oh, wait a second.
I didn't tell anybody.
You have to take your mind off the pain for a minute.
That was it. Yeah, by causing him more pain.
Oh,
It's
Oh, I love this group.
This has never happened in D&D before. It's ever.
I have a question. If I create or destroy water, can I destroy pee, or is that not? How much water has he changed?
No,
I'm gonna. I actually
strength.
feel unwell with the amount of laughing I'm doing. Oh,
To answer your question, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's not working.
His just keeps swinging. Just.
There are a couple things I'm dying to point out, but I just can't.
Please.
Oh.
Do I have to keep hitting this thing, or can somebody help me?
I just
Oh,
don't-
come on.
Well, I mean, I
No,
can hit it for you if you think that would help, but I'm afraid of
Yes.
hurting your arm in the process.
Yeah, I don't think.
Let's
I have
put it this way:
That's-
unless you critically miss and chop my arm off, things can't be worse for me right now. I've just been pissed on by some fucking halfling.
All right. So
Yeah,
you want me to whack it with my weapon then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Okie dokie.
That
Remember,
is an interesting
you
point
said
of
to do
work.
this.
Mike. I
Yes.
need to know what weapon you're using because some of your weapons have certain abilities. Remember?
Right. I was considering using the shatter spike, but I'm afraid that his arm might be part of the shattering. So I was thinking maybe the berserker axe. I haven't
Okay,
tried it yet.
Okay.
All right.
He
Good to
sees
know.
you pull out the fucking axe, and he's like,
Here goes.
Oh my.
11.
No, you missed.
You know what? That was a really pussy first use of that weapon. I'm gonna inspiration that shit just because that pisses me off.
Mm.
That's much better.
That is much better.
Initiative.
No, I just need to. Blimey.
Figure out what part of his arm it severed.
This
No,
feels like fucking sore at this.
I mean, it's casting an ugly shadow of a severed arm on the wall right now. So.
I don't know how to say this, Mike. Nervo, you're very angry about the fact that you just scored a solid hit, but you just hit a piece of stone with an axe, and it didn't slash it.
Oh no!
I was under the
Look around the
impression
room.
that this weapon specifically did more damage when it came to that.
But I don't
Is
think
it-
it's a damage that's the problem. I think there's just another way to let it.
You tried to
loose.
do slashing damage, and I'll just.
Oh,
rather
okay,
than-
okay.
Okay,
So
wait
it's
a minute.
talking about like wood and stuff like that when it's talking about that kind of thing.
Well,
Maybe-
bludgeoning
maybe
or
we're-
piercing.
Okay, okay.
We're all maybe going around about this wrong. if this eagle's beak, this is there's magic involved, right? We got to
Yeah.
figure out how to make the magic go away, because I don't think we're going to defeat this thing by
You
what
detect
we're doing.
no magic around the eagle's head, only around the gold circlet.
Yeah, which
So
I
maybe
assured
that's
him.
what we need to unmagicify.
Wait, have we tried putting the circlet on?
Well, do we
I
know?
don't know if we can get
Now
to
I'm
it.
gonna take a step back.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let me identify it.
I'm gonna sit on the ground with his and just be like, "We're gonna stay calm. We're gonna get you out of this. Just like, how about some rock
Let-
paper scissors? You still have a free hand."
I don't want to play rock anymore.
Well, I mean, I could use my shatter spike.
No,
I could try
think
that.
we should look around
Let me
more.
identify the circlet and see what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does.
yeah. Let's look at the
All
circlet.
right.
I'm just gonna keep him calm.
In the meantime, Hiss is still beating the thing against the wall, Greg. Do you want me to just keep
Alright.
going?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So
Doing it, keep going. You were doing damage to it, so
you want me to
right,
pee
give
on it
me a
again?
D6.
So you want me to pee on you again, or?
You know,
You take 1 point of damage,
oh boy.
but
Okay.
you can tell that you are damaging the stone eagle's head.
Okay.
Guys, I think I'm doing it.
Okay, hang in there, buddy.
We'll get it. We'll get it, Hiss. We'll get
Just
it. You're
keep
almost at it.
going.
You're gonna be okay.
You're doing
I'm losing a lot of blood.
I can fix that. It's fine.
Well, we can
Well,
heal you. It's all right.
Bouncing off the
No,
wall. Okay, are y'all really just sitting here watching him do this?
I'm trying to keep him calm during this. That's what I'm doing.
I don't know what to
Yeah.
do.
I
The
don't
only
have
my only other
anything-
that's
I don't have
it.
anything that would help him without
Right, give me a
potentially hurting him.
D6.
I mean,
my only other thing I can do is to hit it with a different weapon. That's my
I
only
think we're
option. I don't have
missing
any
something.
skills to open it.
I think we're missing
Okay.
some investigation somewhere.
Do I
Yeah,
take any?
I mean, I
Let-
did
let
Y'all
me
do have the
investigate.
option to hit it with other things. I'm just throwing this out there. You're watching him.
I'm
do it.
going to hit it with my short sword.
All right.
Okay.
Let me see. Normal short sword.
I love
Yeah.
Eevee Catcher. I want.
It just kind of pings against the edge of the stone and
All
doesn't
right.
really.
Let me try bludgeoning damage and see if that works. I'll use my quarterstaff and try to hit it with the edge.
Eevee Catcher, I put my hand into something and that was not a sensible move, and now I'm trapped inside it.
Give me a damage roll.
All right.
Roll damage
Three.
roll.
Actually, it looks like even if I use Shatter Spike, it's still slashing damage, so it would make a difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't remember what damage Shatter Spike did. I was just
Okay.
the head. You do in fact do damage to the head, and Hiss, you take 1 point of damage.
All right. Let me try.
Thank you. Thank you for helping.
Yeah. You'll be okay. I'm just gonna try and
We'll
make
get
sure.
you out, buddy.
You know, oh, that was wide. Right. you-
If you're looking for smart ideas, you're watching the wrong game.
You thought this was a smart idea. It was a shiny, Eevee. It was a shiny.
Say not to, but you know,
Yeah, I should have made handed.
this is something that we're gonna learn from. Okay,
Hiss,
Right.
give me a D6.
Yes.
like
Oh.
his ladies,
Hiss,
you know, you gotta
take
learn the
2
hard
points
way.
of damage, but
How many?
2. But it's looking pretty rough.
Now,
Okay.
let me try
Okay.
quarterstaff one more time. There
Give
we
me a
go.
damage roll.
Oh, one.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh, for God's sake.
You take 1
Right.
point of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
The dumbest.
I could hit him
No, I'm
with a
sorry.
mace.
I'm
That's
sorry,
like the
Hiss.
only thing I have is a mace.
Hit it with the mace. Hit
Okay.
it with...
Okay.
Yeah, try the mace. Bludgeoning seems to work.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
blood.
Oh, crit!
I'm gonna get this
Nice.
thing off of you, buddy.
I think that one's pointed
And
at you
people-
and
beak
David there,
open.
Puns.
What was that?
The beak open.
Eevee Catcher.
Hey,
I'm just gonna
finally.
like snatch his arm out of it and be like,
Took out her mace, said enough of this shit, smashed it with her mace, and it just opened.
Yeah, thank you, Selena.
His
Ah,
just
That's what
his
happened.
just his was all that time holding onto onto the bracelet. Okay, he then he's like on the floor, like whimpering, holding his arm, and
the
then
the
he's just holding this thing, and he just fucking throws it to Ash and says, "I don't want it. I don't
All right,
want
thank
it."
you. All right.
Rock, paper,
Yeah, I'll just
scissors.
make
Put
it
your
hand
hand
it
back in
like
there.
into my hand. I don't want to get too close to his right now. He's not in a good state.
Okay.
yeah, I'm sitting next to him.
It
I got it.
appears to be a gold bracelet. FYI.
Okay. Yeah, I can try to.
I would like to heal his hands.
I would like to
Does that get
identify
you
the
back to
bracelet.
full or?
Not quite, but it's
Okay,
fine.
good enough.
It was where I was at before all this shit
Good.
went on.
It never happened, buddy. Look, there you go.
I like the idea. If anybody's actually seen Saw, this was the equivalent of the bit at the end where he's sawing off his own foot and he crawls over and he's like, I have to go now. That's fucking horrible. Oh dear.
Alright.
Yeah, but then he
Well,
sewed off
I s-
his foot above the chain and above the cuff instead of just above the ankle below the cuff where it could have potentially been reattached.
Which is even funnier when you know that that man was a fucking doctor.
well,
It's like,
Yeah.
hold on. There is a technicality here that I think you're not considering. He tried to cut the big thick chain with that hacksaw for quite a bit, which means it was dull as fuck, which means trying to hack through those bones is going to be difficult as it is without piling them up.
Except you're hacking across thicker bones if you're higher up on the leg.
oh, that is very true. And also, they completely debunk all theories in the fourth film, where basically Donnie Wahlberg's character, or maybe the third one, Donnie Wahlberg's character just picks something up and beats the shit out of his foot and just pulls
Yeah.
the thing off. And you're like, it's probably the best way you could have done that, actually.
Okay. But anyway, now you have a shiny gold bracelet and your arm's kind of sore. And
Add this to the list. Don't do lists a long time. Don't kiss random people. Yeah.
hey man, don't not kissing random people.
Yeah.
She wasn't random. She was gorgeous. Okay.
Oh, I see. The randomness is removed when they're attractive.
Mhm.
Duh.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, I've been doing things all wrong.
This is just, like I said, his is in the corner.
All right.
You're gonna be okay now.
Yeah.
Don't like dungeons anymore.
I'll even like make a show of like wrapping his hand so that it feels more secure.
Mhm.
Oh, can I just really quickly? This is actually a genuine origin for his. He has hand wrappings, and I've never established that in previous games. So maybe this is how he got his hand wrappings.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm. Alright.
We lived. Kinda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you proud of us, Greg?
Very much so.
That smile says it.
Right.
Yeah, we survived. We survived.
Oh no! What?
I'm sending you a follow-up.
Oh, Greg, that's brilliant. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Oh, it matches the snakes.
Yep. All right. So just to remind you guys, hallway leading north and south. Obviously turns off to the east a bit ahead of you. There's a long hallway leading off to the west, or you could go back and go to the east. Or you could stand around and wonder what other new and fascinating things might be buried inside these other animal heads on the wall.
Let's go ahead and leave the animals alone. How about it?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
already detected all the magic we could.
I'm a bit suspicious of that passage to the east.
Yeah.
Let's look at it.
Oh, of course you want to look at it.
Listen, I've been using only level 1 spells for a reason. We're okay.
Oh wait, Rowan's
Very
right
good.
by the coyote head, right? Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Rowan, don't put your hand in there.
Why not?
You might get peed on.
That's true.
Yeah. Can I have a
What's even back
prestidigitation to
there,
clean the
Ron?
piss off my face? Like, please.
It's already dried in.
Oh, bleh. What the fuck?
It's so rare that something genuinely new happens in a D&D session.
I can't
Greg-
create water for you to like clean it off with, but I think we have water.
It is the kind of thing that one will always greatly appreciate.
I just love the fact that we were all doing this and pissing ourselves laughing. I just looked at my screen and saw Greg like this. Like, the fuck are my players doing?
My favorite part
What
is
would have been really good is if it would have worked.
that true point. My
Because
favorite
then
part
people
was
would be
the fact
doing
that
this from now on.
the barbarian had his arm trapped by this stone figure on the wall. No one knew what to do or what was going on. So the halfling pissed in his
Well,
I'm
I
like,
rolled wrong, otherwise my aim would have been better.
oh, you gotta be, when it's gonna be
It was
good.
5 feet away after all.
Come on.
Congratulations, guys! We finally broke
Really?
Greg. We actually broke him. We broke him.
Aye.
This is an old timer.
Everything.
This is an old timer. We clipped this shit up.
An old timer. It really is.
Anyway.
Oh, when I do if I ever do a professional reel in the future, this scene up.
Alright. So what
Okay.
exactly are we doing?
It just follows whoever at this point.
Do we
This is
see
not
this
gonna.
at the end of the hall over here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
say,
we can-
Nargle, from where you are, you see the hallway heading off to the east. Along both sides of the corridor, deep in shadow, what appear to be human figures are floating above the floor a bit. But when you look closer, you can see that the figures, seemingly suspended in air, are actually withered, perhaps preserved corpses standing upright on a ledge that is 2 feet above the floor on either side. See, you can see them on your screen.
Yeah. I'm not trusting this.
Yeah.
Nothing good's gonna come from going down that hallway.
But I could
Nuggle-
moonbeam it.
Nuggle, don't put your hand in their mouth.
Are we talking about rotting corpses, preserved corpses?
You would guess. I mean, you're certainly not an expert in this area, but you would guess that they were preserved in a manner to be placed here. It's not like they're just sitting around. They're all positioned in an equivalent manner down the hallway. So
I just think-
someone did this to their bodies and then placed them in this hallway for whatever weird ass ceremonies they had going on.
Hmm.
Or
All right,
for
I
decoration.
hollered down. I'm sorry.
I don't know how these people lived.
I hollered down the hall and I let them know what I'm looking at down here.
Okay.
Corpses lined on either side of this hallway. They appeared to be, I don't know, they're not rotting or anything, so they must have been preserved or something somehow. I don't know. They're dead. I know that much.
Oh, they aren't?
Yeah. Are they gonna stay dead is my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Corpses
much
are
I can't tell you.
corpses. The last time we saw a corpse, it turned into a fucking vampire and tried to kill us all.
Yeah, but how cool is that? And
Yeah, really cool voice in my head. Really fucking cool.
I wasn't awake for that, so
Yeah, you're probably best off. Well, It would have helped
So
to have
just-
you around.
Just because some time has passed out of game that really was only a few minutes in game, just quick reminder. Narrow passage to the east, wide passage to the west, broader passage to the north, and there still is in fact a very large passage that would be back through the secret door you came through that you didn't fully explore.
Okay.
Yeah.
so
Do we want
Just
to? Where do we want
FYI.
to start? Yeah. I'm for checking anything that is not rotting
Let's-
potential
Let's
undead.
try this one.
Yeah.
Well, I just said they're not rotting though. They're corpses.
Well-
they're dead, but they don't appear to be rotting.
Corpse is a
You think
corpse,
we should
buddy.
go
I
that
don't want to
way?
go down any.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with the potential living dead. So
Hey,
I don't want to
Billy-
go down a corpse.
Julian,
think-
you might like this someday if you get this spell. A
Ooh.
corpse is a corpse, of course, and no one
Oh,
can
yeah.
talk to a corpse, of course, but I can talk to a corpse, of course, because I got speak with dead.
I don't want to speak with the dead though.
No, but I just always thought it was funny because I'm old
It
and I
is
remember
good.
the Mr. Ed theme song.
yeah,
And God damn it, I love you for it, Greg.
yep.
Thank you. Mike gets
Alright.
inspiration because he loves me.
Nice.
Aw. So do we go danger, 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 or possibly?
Everybody else gets 10 points of damage.
Mm.
No, not again.
Please, I just fixed that.
I vote not going down room with corpses. That's just my vote. And
I feel
he
like
holds
that's
up his
gonna
arm.
that's gonna be where the coolest shit is. I feel like.
What do you think? Let's take a vote. Who thinks that we should go over here where Nargle is, down Death Corridor?
His
Well,
arm goes down.
This is what Nargle knows. If we don't do
Okay.
something soon, I'm gonna sit down and start smoking.
Well,
right,
it's
well,
not
who
gonna. The
thinks-
air isn't gonna let you smoke though. So
Who says we should go west?
I say we.
3 points of damage from the caustic air.
All right.
oh, fantastic! Well, my favorite.
So
Okay,
yeah. So anybody without an air
think-
bubble really needs to move on.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
say
Yeah.
go west.
Yeah. Well, let's
I
start.
think we
there.
should-
We
we should
can
head
start
east.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let's start that way.
I do remember we had to roll initiative when y'all went that way. So let's just.
Well,
Yeah.
because I went too far. I was splitting.
Yeah, that was mostly because the party was splitting and I was afraid things might.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so we're going up this thin ass hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first? Does somebody else want to go first? You
Yes,
choose.
you can go.
Well,
first.
if you're asking, I'll go.
all right,
All right.
I just don't want to get hurt again.
I will give you the same description as I gave Rome before, just because. As you peer down this 5-foot corridor, a faint flickering light becomes almost like at the edge of your perception. It doesn't seem to stand still. It doesn't really seem to be moving. It's not closer. It's not farther away. It's just not in place.
Would you describe it like when it's really hot and you see water on the ground and it disappears as you approach it?
No, not really.
Well, then I'm not
I
getting
get
a visual
where
here.
you're going with it, but no. It's just kind of a light that seems, and it's not very bright either, so it's not like anything you can pin down. It's just a faint flickering light that's visible from somewhere down the hallway.
right.
Okay. I'm seeing a little light down here. I don't know. It seems to be going away as I approach it.
I
It's
made
somewhere
it to
down
right
this
here.
hallway here.
All right.
So Nargle, I made it to up here, and
Yeah.
it opens into a bigger room, but I could only see about 20 feet of it right here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you guys know what is up ahead of me before I move forward.
I gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna look around this corner. What we got up here?
Give me just a moment.
Knuckle, just letting you know, the last time I walked near a shiny, I nearly lost an arm, so just be careful.
All right. I'm gonna try to probably just avoid sticking my hand in the mouths of things. But
Yeah, that's a good idea. I
yeah.
wish. I'm very new to this whole world, and I didn't realize that was something you weren't supposed to do. Oh, that's the real reason.
All right. Next time we run an animal heads, I'll mage hand the thing out of it.
That sounds like a better
Right,
idea.
right.
I'm sure it'll come up again.
As you peer down the corridor, which now goes off to the east, again, a faint flickering light becomes visible almost just at the edge of your perception, and it seems to be moving away from you, sputtering and wavering just at the edge of what you can see.
Wait, come back.
No, Noggle! Be careful!
It's a little light.
Yeah, mine.
Fine, it'll be fine.
But be careful, Noggle.
I really hope I have fairy fire. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too. Don't you worry. I was already looking at it as well.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I mean, same thing, really.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Are
just
we
going
chasing the light?
slowly in case something changes.
All right,
Yeah.
I guess we can move. We can move up a little bit.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
try to
that would
move
be
a
nice, by the
little
way.
I don't
What
want to.
you
Can we get?
all
Whatever,
see-
Ninja.
What you all see is the same thing.
Okay.
There's a faint flickering light. It's kind of ahead of you now. It is off to the north, like around that corner.
All right.
And it seems to be moving away from you, not in a straight line, just kind of back and forth and bobbing and weaving and just
Guys, this feels like a trap.
Everything in this place feels like a trap.
Yeah.
That's a very
Probably
fair
is.
point. You make a fair point, Ash.
Okay, it looks like I'm approaching a pit here. It looks like about 5 by 10.
Ah,
Interesting. Let's see what we got.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you hanging behind or?
No, I'm coming. I just was trying to see where everyone else was gonna position and then move up.
You
Is this
come
an
across-
arrow slit?
You come across a 10-foot wide pit that stretches across the entire corridor. Beyond it is a shaped stone block or pillar, kind of hard to tell, but it blocks the entire passage.
Huh.
The light that had been ahead of you that you were following is nowhere to be seen, as if perhaps it, I don't know, went through the pillar, maybe down the pit. Maybe life's just funny sometimes. I don't know.
I have a feeling this is going to stretch down back the other corridor.
I don't know. The horror fan in me suggests that the light just led us into a trap.
I mean, and you can't really see into the pit from here.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Well, do you wanna go check out the pit, or I mean, we can't move any further down this hallway with that big old pillar in the way.
Could we drop
Yeah.
something down that opening and just see how long it takes to fall? Like maybe a rock or something?
It
I don't
puts the
think Nick
lotion
wants
on
to
its
go in
skin, or it gets the hose again.
No, not that
Rowan.
film, please, for the love of God.
Rowan, you can clearly see the pit looks about 10 feet deep and contains several humanoid skeletons of varying size.
Oh, let's
Um,
maybe not do
The
that.
pillars, the triangular pillar's apex across from you obviously points towards the pit. There are scratches on the floor and the ceiling that are easy to see.
I don't think there's a way back up.
Guys, can we not?
yeah, I'm for backtracking.
Can we followed the light? It took us to a pit with skeletons in it.
Scratches on the pillar.
Sorry, was that Greg?
You don't want to examine the scratches on the pillar.
Hiss doesn't.
Well, we can look at it.
If I see
Someone else
if
can.
I see something that looks like it might be writing or
Yeah.
some kind of marking, I'm definitely gonna look at it.
yeah.
I didn't hear you say that.
No, it
My
looks like
curiosity makes me want to look at it.
looks like there are scratches on the floor and the ceiling in front of the point
Mhm.
of the pillar.
On the
Alright.
floor and the ceiling?
Yes.
Interesting.
Hiss onto
Almost
the
in the same places on the floor and the ceiling.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's weird.
Scratches like something was trying to not go in, or something was coming out aggressively.
It's going back in and out. is my
Or
guess.
My
maybe there's
first
a.
thought is that pillar goes up and down.
Okay. Let me see if there are any.
Oh.
Let me see if there are any secret doors or
Claude the giraffe.
You don't see any secret doors, and from where you are, it's really hard to see much of anything about the details of the scratches that are right in front of the triangular pillar.
Okay. Rowan, you want to try? Because you're closer.
Yeah. Let me try. Hold on. Let me get it. Come on.
No peeing
Okay.
though. Okay, no more of that.
No,
Well,
no more
what?
peeing.
Oh man, I was gonna see if anything hollered from down below.
Okay.
The scratches seem to be in a way that if it were possible to pivot the triangular pillar, it might move. Like it
Ah.
might have caused those scratches on the floor and ceiling.
Oh.
Huh.
I
Okay.
see. So
Mm.
interesting. I don't. It can't move very far. It must be just to the left and just to the right a bit because
Yeah,
it's not big enough to go around.
it wouldn't
Right.
really move. It might just spin a bit to create some amount of space. It's really hard to tell. It
Ah.
wouldn't be much, but it might be some. It's best you could tell from where you are guessing at it.
Mhm.
Well,
Okay.
do we want to try and move the pillar?
Yeah.
I'm
Do
guessing we should take the couple of strongest people here, so probably me and Hiss, and
Yeah.
maybe attempt to jump across the pit. It's only 5 feet. That shouldn't be too difficult. And
No,
then we'll try and move the pillar.
All right.
Okay.
Is there enough space for 2 people on one side, Greg?
barely, but yeah, you could do it. Considering what you're trying to do, you'd want to be close together.
I just want to be
Okay.
in range to potentially help here, but
Yeah. Oh.
we would be able to do guidance on this though, right?
Yeah.
So we could do
I
that.
guess.
Hiss,
Yes.
Hiss
Yeah.
takes a
I'm kind of more concerned about casting like feather fall if it's necessary.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Hiss takes a stretch and stretches his legs, and then he jumps across.
Okay.
Don't need me to roll. That's cool.
I'm much shorter. Do I have to roll to jump across that?
Nah.
Okay.
And then Hiss goes to. Well, you want to be on the other side, but yeah. Hiss goes across.
Strength
Fine.
check.
As long as you both choose a direction and push in it, I don't even care which.
Yeah,
How about east?
I
You
just
can
push
pivot-
everywhere.
You can pivot this triangular pillar to give you about 2 feet that you would be able to squeeze through that would offer access further on where you can see the hallway continues. And you do see what appears to be the same flickering light that was guiding you in this direction.
Cool.
I can
All right.
see that light thing again.
So strength check.
No, there's nothing you can do. You can move that triangular thing. You could pivot it basically enough to create maybe 2 feet to get through. That's it.
Okay,
what-
so we don't need to check anything. It's loosely in there. Okay. All right. Well then, we went east with it, so I guess that would create the room. I'm guessing on the west.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would have to squeeze around it one at a time.
Okay. So I will go through. I will go through first. It's not letting me move through it.
Yeah, hold on.
I think you have to like pull it just a bit little
No, I
bit closer
just
to
I
the
need
wall and
to.
then do it.
There's a barrier in the way to stop you from just getting through it.
All right. There we go.
That is approximately the space you would have to get through.
Wow.
His does the role of like letting people jump across, like catching them, studying them, and then letting them get through.
Not the beard. Not the beard.
All right. Go.
Yeah. Put the beard, no. Yeah, Hiss is doing that, so everyone goes through, and Hiss will be the last person through.
Okay. Do we need to do any checks or anything for that?
Nah, I'm good with this. I will say it takes you about a half hour just to squeeze through. It's very uncomfortable.
And let me give you some advice.
All right.
Suck in much as you can, or actually better blow out.
All right. I'll go. All right.
It was a little tight on my belly. I know I eat a lot, but it was. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come on, right. You can do it. Big jump.
Raw.
Yeah.
Splat.
Jojo. Who's a big, strong boy? Like it's just like. Oh.
Raw. All right.
Cool.
How can you fit through?
Very carefully.
Okay.
Hiss.
As you can see, the hallway continues about 10 feet wide to the north for some distance.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Let's do that.
Freeze.
I'm on my way from this city to happiness city.
Nope, you're okay. Sorry. My bad.
Maybe okay. No, go.
Yeah, just crap
Don't
on
run off.
Well, you see me going, right?
Yeah, but Noggle, we don't know if there's any booty traps.
If there was any, I probably would have stepped in them.
Yeah, but maybe it's not a good idea. Okay.
You know what? This is the right idea. I'm so proud of it.
Don't put your hand in anything anymore.
We seem to be missing a member.
Very.
Yeah, our
Yeah, he's at
rogue.
the back.
Where's Rowan?
Wayne's
Rowan
back.
is here. Hurrah.
There he is.
Stop.
I
You all
like.
have to stay where you are for a moment. Rowan, please go back to where you just were.
Oh,
Okay. Let's see. Where was it? About here?
Yeah.
Peas and rice. We set up a
Everyone
fucking
hears
booty trap.
a click. And
say
then
that again. I couldn't hear you.
everyone hears a click.
Okay.
And then two portcullises bound in, well, you can't really tell yet, but you see wood and copper come crashing down. And
Thanks, Nargle.
give me a moment.
That was just so dry from Ash. Thanks, Noggle. It's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you really fucked us this time.
Yep.
Oh, no, it's not as good as the last session where you said, where is it? Hang on, I actually wrote it down because I thought it was so funny. I'm going to attack this bitch.
I love how we get.
my precision F bombs. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, For me, it's a certain time in the morning, but for you guys, it's a certain time in the afternoon. You just get to the point where Ash is like, fuck this. fuck, fuck this cave and the horse it rode in on. Just fuck it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna guess we're gonna need to make a deck save.
Hold on. Why is this stupid thing working properly? Give me a moment.
Well, I did warn you
No,
guys.
no,
As
I
friends of
actually-
mine, Murphy is going to come after you too.
Murphy was
Yes,
in
he
my
will. Yes, he will. But that's all right. We know how to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
At some
Best
point, I
answer?
want to run a D&D adventure where we track down that fucker who invented Murphy Law and we torture and kill him.
You know what's the best solution to Murphy's Law is what's called Cole's Law.
Bye, Evie.
I'll miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was really nice that they turned up and they'd never met you before, Puns. It was really nice of them.
No, they have. They were just kidding. They're
I
from
know they were. I know they were. I was kidding too.
Mm.
That's my homie.
Oh. What does that one say? You
I can't
tried.
say.
Yeah, that's one of my emotes.
That's so good. I used to there was an old joke at my old college, my like high school kind of thing. At my old college, that we used to pull up a picture of a really really wonky star that someone drew, and it had the words "You tried" written in it. It's just so good. It's so good. And it was when somebody would tell a joke and it just didn't land, and then one of us would just hold up the page.
Do y'all see the big red lines?
I do.
Yeah, I don't like the big red lines.
Okay. The two on the east and west wall are for effect, but the two on the north and south on either side, two large porticos just fell, crashed into the ground, sealed off that area. They're approximately a foot thick.
Shit.
And Rowan's on the other side.
Mhm.
Fantastic. The guy that can unlock traps is
Yeah. I
Not
can. I mean, I can cover if I have to. It's fine.
okay.
Huh.
We're gonna
All right,
die.
then. Probably,
Oh, cheers.
but not today.
I need initiative from everyone, please.
Oh
Okay.
my god,
Great.
no. That's
Aw,
not
you
a good
felt good earlier.
sign.
It's not gonna happen again, is it?
On the plus side, Rowan might not die in this fight.
Unless all the shit comes from this side.
We're
can
fighting
ass-
what? Wood, copper, and beams?
I can assure you, Mike, that Rowan will find a way to die still.
Affirmative.
It would not be a D&D session if Rowan didn't fucking kill themselves. In fact, Rowan is the Kenny of our group. It's-
True.
Let's see.
there was an old abridged TV show, abridged Pokemon abridged, and the whole running gag was that every single time Ash left a village, the village would be left in decimation. And there was just one episode about 15 in where nothing actually bad happened, and he just turns around. Misty turns around and goes, "Hey, nothing bad happened this time, Ash. Nothing actually happened." And then it goes really quiet for a second, and you just hear an explosion in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ash, you are up.
All right, let me see what we got here. I don't see anything at the moment. So I guess I'm going to hold an action. And if I see anything hostile, show up and try to attack my friends. I got a wand of magic missile that I'm going to let go at level 1.
Okay. His.
I mean, what? So basically the doors have closed behind and in front of us.
Yeah. Wood and bronze portcullis is just slammed down on either side.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Hiss would try and lift the doors open. Like he tries to like kind of catch the portcullis as it's going down and try and lift it up.
Okay.
Right.
You can do so. I will need an athletics check at disadvantage.
Okay. I can't really ask anybody for an assistance on this because I'm doing it quite quickly. Oh, fuck. That other one's good. 14. Not going to do it.
No, you just can't get a good enough crit. In fact, you kind of get some splinters from the wood. Nothing damaging, just annoying.
Ow.
Nargle.
Okay. I guess I was expecting to do some fighting.
We still
Well,
might.
there's no way I can lift. There's no way that I can lift those things. I don't see a way of us bashing our way through those things. I don't know what else to do except maybe hold an action. I'll attack the first enemy I see.
I mean, we can't even. Oh, yeah, sorry.
If that happens, what will you attack with?
Let's see. I would like to use my Berserker Axe.
Okay. Rowan.
Okay. Well, I'm a little bit concerned about this falling here. I'm holding an action. I'm kind of looking in this direction with my short bow. If anything comes at me, I want to attack it. So I'm holding that action.
Thelium.
I want to hold Aura Vitality as an action and just look around and see if anything is going on. But if I see any of my comrades take damage within my line of vision, I want to use that.
Okay. The next sound you hear, at least everyone but Rowan, you hear stone like slowly grating on stone, and dust starts trickling from holes near the ceiling, high up on the walls near the ceiling.
Oh, no.
Nargle starts
fine
looking around. Sorry, go ahead.
golden sand pouring rapidly through the holes.
No,
The floor
no,
is swiftly
no.
covered by the sand,
It's time to hit a
and
wall.
you get the impression that given time, it could actually fill the hallway.
Guys,
Yeah.
not good.
But right now, it's just sand on the ground.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
We break doors down, yes?
With
yeah,
what?
sounds like a plan.
We
Just hit.
we need something that does bludgeoning damage. We can't slash our way through that door. We can't
I'm
pierce our way
fucking
through
doing
that door.
anything I can.
I have bludgeoning.
I'm
Okay.
doing anything.
So do
I'm
I.
just gonna keep fucking hitting. It won't be a matter of like it's survival of the fittest. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let me just check something real quick, too.
Portcullis is like they have like hole areas, don't they? They're like I can see. Can I? No, they don't. Oh, I don't know.
Mike, I'll just let you know because your character uses slashing type weapons. this is very thick wood. I mean, these portcullises are a foot thick, so it's not like you're breaking through branches. But slashing, in fact, does damage wood. You were having an issue before because you were trying to damage stone.
Yeah.
So
I
There's
guess
no-
I guess I was imagining the bronze and the wood more working together to, and then I would have a hard time hacking through the bronze. But if
just
it's not
think of
like
it-
that,
Yeah, think of it like a wooden lattice portcullis held together by bronze sticks, that sort of thing. It was a place where you could attack wood.
okay, that's different than I was thinking it was. Then,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
So Ash.
All right. Let me see what I got. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna hold. I guess I'll still hold an action, but I do want to kind of move over a little bit to the other side and see.
All right, I need a con save, please.
Okay. All right, I get a +1 on this because I have the ring protection.
Oh yeah.
All right, 13.
All good. Hiss.
Yeah, Hiss pulls out the great sword and just goes start going into town. He's going to take 2 swings using Great Weapon Master.
Yeah.
He's not going to go
We
rage.
may
There's no
need fairy
point.
fire over here.
Wait a minute. Can you use Great Weapon Master when you're not fighting a living enemy?
I don't see any reason why not.
I'm gonna look that up because it seems a little
Well,
specific for
yeah.
there are different rules for facing inanimate objects, so I just want to check on that one.
Yeah. Well, either way, if
You can
that's not the
certainly
case,
attack. It's just a matter
Yeah.
of
The Great Weapon Master is the thing I'm wondering about. We can hit
so
the
you-
thing
you
without
can,
a
you
doubt.
can roll a first attack by any means. I mean, that's fine.
Mhm.
We'll go from there.
yeah. Can I do reckless attack?
No, there's
No,
nothing
that's
Oh,
fine.
gives
That's fine.
disadvantage against you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the
That's all right.
door doesn't get to attack you with advantage afterwards.
It's whether hang on, it doesn't. The way I see it though, with reckless attack, it means you're focusing on hitting that one thing. This is just how I thought, and why I asked. If something came into the room, then that would have advantage on Hiss. But we can't guarantee that's going to be the case, and Hiss wouldn't know that it's going to be the case. So he's just going to go for a swing then.
I will give you, and this.
Oh, sorry. Take out the Great Weapon Master part.
I will give you the option for the -5 + 10, and I'm not totally convinced on this, but for now we'll do it because it actually says before you make a melee weapon with a heavy weapon or melee attack with a heavy weapon, blah blah blah. You can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll to add to the damage. So I could see you swinging wildly at a wooden portcullis.
Okay.
I'll give you that in this case.
Okay.
Okay. Hiss would do that then.
So you're taking the -5?
Yeah.
You missed.
Okay. Hiss does it again. That's
That
better.
hits.
Okay. Hiss wants to get out of here by any means necessary. So he's going to do as much damage as he possibly can. So yeah, okay. 22.
Yeah, I mean that one seems a little weird to me, but I think it makes sense. So we'll run with it at least for now. So you got a good hit on the wood of that portcullis.
As he hits this, can I have it that Hiss shouts through the door specifically to Rowan, just as a free sort of action, saying like, "There's sand coming in. Please help me get out. Just hit the door."
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Done.
that makes sense to Rowan, go for it.
As I understand it, even crying is a free action.
Mm-hmm.
I had at times ruled that crying takes up part of an action, but there were certain circumstances there involved.
It's all a matter of perspective, really.
Third edition bard, so it
Mhm.
was different. But it did get someone drunk, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Nargle.
Yeah.
All right. How that thee?
With your battle axe.
With my berserker axe.
Okay.
Coming at it. Jabam! 24.
That's a hit.
And 10 slashing.
Okay.
And man. 22, that's a hit, I'm sure.
Yep.
And 5 slashing.
Yep. And since I forgot this from now on, I won't back roll and retroactively take anything away, but I gotta remember to do concentration checks on people from now on.
For
Rowan,
for
not
what?
you.
For what's the concentration check for?
Because there's fine
Constitution.
gritty sand falling from the ceiling, it's making it very difficult for you to breathe or concentrate.
I'm
Yeah.
totally fine if you want to do that.
I forgot it for that round, so we'll let it go.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
And a
it was
couple of
my
us still have
mistake,
air
I'll
quotas.
run with it, but I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Rowan,
Okay,
you
just
see these two just going ham on this portcullis.
yes. So just a learning question, real quick. In a situation like this, the attacks at 6 seconds. Can you, instead of attacking with something, use like thieves' tools or investigation to see how to disarm a trap that's already sprung, or is this beyond that?
You can try. You're at disadvantage for a few reasons. And I just want to point out they're swinging heavy bladed weapons at the
Right.
area where you would likely be wanting to investigate.
So it'd be a bad idea, obviously. Okay. So I'm at disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I'm
Well,
just
if you
gonna
want to
run.
do that, you can still hit it with your weapon or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna hit it with my short sword. Where I
Alright.
see, because I can hear his hollering, and so I'm hitting at the area where I saw a little light and dust come through.
You're still at disadvantage, so it's actually the first number. Right? Is that correct, Greg?
No, it'd be the lowest.
It'd be 9, yeah.
Well,
Let
no,
me check something real
no.
quick.
That's if he's doing it at disadvantage. If
Yeah.
he's not supposed to do it at disadvantage, it should be the first number. That's how we always do it.
Yeah, but I
Good.
think I'm at
That's
disadvantage, right?
correct. You don't need to be attacking. I meant if you were trying to investigate, I would put you at
Oh.
disadvantage.
Cool,
Yes.
cool.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
So you technically rolled a 17 there.
Yes, which means you didn't pierce anything. It glanced off of the wood. Thelian.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I was muted because my dog was barking, and then I started
Oh.
talking and forgot I was muted.
Gotcha, no problem.
She wants to walk again. So I
If
don't
your
want to hit
dog's
my
got to go,
comrade.
I don't mind waiting, just for the record.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll probably finish my turn and then go walk her real quick while y'all are.
Okay.
I just don't want to disrupt the flow.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so I don't want to hit you guys, as hard
Mhm.
as that might be. So I think what I'm gonna do, and I had a spell earlier that I was looking at, and now I can't find. It's always when you need it, but you're like, where is it?
Right?
Is it called
There's one where I
Moonbeam?
can apply a buff to 3 people. And now I can't find it, so I might just have to settle for enhance ability.
Moonbeam plus. Cuba Moonbeam.
I mean, we
Ooh.
could moonbeam the other direction. I'm just
All
saying.
right.
Just Moonbeam me. Just hit me. Kill me. I don't want to be buried alive. This David's worst nightmare.
Oh my god, you'll be
This is-
fine.
Honestly, David's like this is one of my biggest fears.
I'm gonna touch his, and I want to give him the con advantage as well as the 2d6 extra temporary hit points. I don't
thank
really
you.
have. Oh, I guess I could give him the strength though, but he's not really doing strength checks, so it's fine.
I'm doing height fighting. Is that strength check?
Not really.
No, attacking is not a strength check.
Yeah, so I'll just give you the con one. That's the best I can come up with right
Mhm.
now with my dog staring at
Oh.
me.
Athelian, I do need a constitution check.
Constitution. Okay. Let's see.
When you do the con check, can you go con?
Con. Do I do
Nice.
the saving throws or?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, but I just want to make sure.
You're okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll
And I will be
roll.
right back. My apologies.
Yeah.
It's husky.
I'll roll the 2d6 for the temporary hit points. Don't worry.
Mm.
There we go. Cool. I've got 8. Right. Sweet.
Okay. Now we've had a couple people hit the door. Now I'm gonna have to cut you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh.
All right.
And 2 of you were doing damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm going.
Yeah.
So,
You're.
Nargle,
Yes, sir. Am I up?
this thing, no, something
Okay.
appears in front of you.
Yep.
It looks like a
Mm-mm.
shimmery light.
Oh wow. What's worse?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
I'm seeing this through the cracks in the door, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's reaching out towards you with its light through the cracks in the door that you're guessing.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Bad touch. Stranger danger. Bad touch.
And you take 8 lightning damage.
Shit.
wow. Okay.
And hiss, because you were also causing trouble.
That ball of light just made that attack. That irks my shit. I mean, right on the nose.
It literally just appeared out of nowhere. Whoops. And irks your attack and made that attack. And as you will find out in a moment, you have no idea how much that irks your shit.
Oh no.
Hiss. You don't really see it because you're paying attention to Rowan and this thing in front of you. And the portcullis in front of you. Oh, but nothing happened anyway.
Sick.
Except you suddenly heard Nargle say ouch, but in a very, 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 very angry manner.
Oh.
Like one you're not
no.
even used to.
Nargle is both.
No.
Nargle is now both hungry and angry. He's hangry, folks.
Oh,
Y'all need to be look out.
No.
Nargle is next level pissed.
Oh, David's figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
We shouldn't use it. We shouldn't have given anybody that weapon.
The ball of light.
It ain't the ball of light that I'm worried about, bro.
You think there's something else?
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Just realized.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck, Greg. Like,
I'm kind of
Oh.
like watching out for anything that's in here.
This is
Yeah,
kind
you
of a
might.
unique thing. Do you know this module?
No, it's not. No, it's not. I know certain items because I play. Yeah,
You might know items
you're-
like this one. That's
yeah. I know items because obviously when I've recently doing a dungeon crawl in my game and I'm trying to figure out items for my players. That's what I'm doing. I
um,
recently had a player find a dancing sword, which was fucking stupid. But
we,
yeah.
we actually try to avoid metagaming if at all possible.
Oh no, sorry, it's not metagaming. I
If
promise.
you're using knowledge about the game that your character wouldn't know, it's metagaming.
But I'm not gonna
he
use it.
He hasn't used any knowledge. He just
I'm not
Okay.
gonna use it.
have some. That's okay. As long
Yeah,
as we
I'm
don't.
not gonna
Alright.
use it.
I'm back. Sorry
Alright.
about
All right. Ash, you just saw those two things appear, flank Nargle and shock people.
Okay.
that.
Well,
Wait,
What is the red thing? I don't know what that is.
if I can see it,
The red square is just me drawing the portcullis that dropped. And
Okay, so we've now been boxed in there now.
yeah.
Okay.
all right.
And let me check on something as far as the seeing part. Until it attacks. Yeah, once they appeared for a period of time, they're visible.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, then, you said they're flanking Nargle?
Well, I mean, you can see one on either side of him.
Oh,
From where
I can
you
see
are.
one of them. Oh, okay. Then what I'm
so
going to
there
do
is one of these here and here.
here. Yeah.
Is one of
Oh.
them not? I'm sorry. One of them's not showing. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I had a feeling there was something waiting out here.
Wait a minute. Why isn't? Oh God damn it! Stupid overlap stuff.
Oh,
The wrong thing went visible. That was the problem. Hold on.
Ah, gotcha. Then
if we die, I'm blaming my dog.
There we go.
all right. Anyway, let's just do
you know what you did.
She's such a old
Yeah.
lady.
all right.
You're
Here
gonna
we go.
put one of
Yeah,
those little dunce caps
All right.
on his head.
She'd hate that.
Then I'm gonna hit this one with Wand of Magic Missile at level 1.
Okay.
So that's hold on. Let's see. It's okay, so that's 3d4 plus 3. Okay, so that's 7 points of damage.
Go on, man.
Ping, ping, ping into the light. Light hitting light.
Huh.
Light somehow damaging light, which is really weird. But
Well, it's force damage. I figured that would probably work.
and somehow light bleeding light in some weird way.
All right.
It's a
Bleeding light.
His.
That's awesome.
His now, in addition to Rowan in front of you, Athelium behind you, Nargle beside you, there are two wispy balls of light floating about.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And one of them hurt Nargle.
Yeah, that I was gonna say. As much as Hiss would want to get the door down, I've said something previously. Hiss doesn't like it when people get hurt. So Hiss is gonna go rage.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. A D8 I will cast. I haven't got my book in front of me, so that
Give
would
me
be
a second. I'll find it.
5. I think that one's the shit one, to be fair. I think that's like difficult terrain, which is literally what we don't need. If memory serves me right.
Fine.
I will tell you that if you intend to attack the ball of light that's beside Rowan that actually hit Nargle, you're going to be at disadvantage because that big ass portcullis is between the two of you.
Yeah. I think to be fair, I think
Okay.
even though that one is hit Nargle, Hiss would also see the other one on the other side,
Yes,
Alright.
you
and
not
we
whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage.
oh, that's not a bad one now.
Yeah,
Not
and we know force damage hurts it, so
Yeah. That's not bad. I'll have that. Right, okay. Hiss goes in for a reckless attack with Great Weapon Master on the one that's on the side of the wall that Hiss is on. Okay. All right. Go, you bastard. Go. Oh, that do it. I believe that's a fine hit.
I'm
Go.
imagining someone reckless attacking with Great Weapon Master. That is just throwing any and all caution to the wind to
It's
harm the
literally,
enemy. So I'm
yeah.
picturing that.
It's literally how I always imagine it. Yeah, yeah. That would be 19 points of damage.
That is a hell of a hit. You
Yeah.
just nearly shredded a floating ball of light somehow.
hmm And then,
Righto.
am I right in saying you can only reckless attack once per turn? Am I right on that?
No.
I think I am.
There's no rule about that.
I think there is.
I think there is because you can't get double disadvantage.
The only rule about reckless attacking is that if you do it, your enemies get advantage in attacking you.
Yeah, so I would assume you can only do that once per turn then.
yeah, but if he hits you, he takes D6 force damage.
When you make your first attack on your
There
turn.
we go.
No, doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn.
Mhm.
So it does apply to all of it's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
Oh.
So you only get it on the first attack. Okay, cool. That's fine. Don't need to reckless attack on the second turn anyway. So I'll just go Great Weapon Master again though. Boom. Boom. Come on. 15.
No.
Ah, balls. Oh well. Bashy
What,
bash bash.
Ahsoka? What?
Go now, go.
I have no idea
Nargle,
what you
I
mean.
need a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom. That is my best stat.
That's famous last words.
Clearly.
Did I not lay the sarcasm on thick enough?
No, to be fair, I didn't know if you were being serious and it actually was your best stat.
Oh, no. I got 0 bonuses on it at all. Nothing.
My God.
And my score is pretty low on it.
What's your AC?
16?
Oh, you got armor, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is so weird. I always make sure that I've got like ridiculously high wisdom and ridiculously high dex. But, yeah.
Fighters and marshals don't need ridiculously high wisdom.
1,
No, I suppose they don't.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the one who needs,
Nargle.
well, the cleric's the one who needs the wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Who are you planning to attack?
Well, I'm not going to try to attack the one through the door. I'm going to try and attack the one I can actually hit next to me. I mean, through the wall here. So I can't hit this one. So I'm going to go after this one.
Okay, so you're not going to attack the one near the door. So that means
I gotta fight my way through the door before I can even get to that guy.
That's fine. Go ahead.
All right. And let's see. I am good and pissed, you said. So I'm gonna go all at this fucker. Not that way. Second attack. 18.
That's
Is that
it.
it? That's
Yes.
it. All right. And 7 slashing.
It is dead.
It is
You
dead.
are- yes.
All right. Well, as I'm good and pissed, I'm gonna go ahead and action surge and keep raging out here. That sucker's
You
dead.
are.
I'm gonna go out the door.
No, you're not.
No? Okay.
I need you to call high or low.
Hi.
Hold on. Actually, yeah, okay. Hold on.
Okay. Can I just suggest if roll 20 is being a pain in the ass, you might be using the wrong things to hit the buttons.
It is being a pain in the ass, but okay. Wrong. No, I just hit the wrong person.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I hit the wrong person again.
Yeah.
What?
I think Athelion or Hiss are dead.
Or I'm predicting
Yeah.
or I'm predicting the future. Who can say? Really?
Wait,
Yeah.
whoa, Greg, we can talk about this.
Whoa. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Let me try it this way. Athelion, high or low?
Low.
Nargle, you are attacking Hiss.
oh, okay.
Fuck. God.
That's fine.
It's actually all right. Oh shit! It's not.
Oh, now your rolls are good.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
7 slashing. Am I aware of what I'm doing, or am I just completely blind right now?
Nah. Oh, hang
You're
on.
aware of what you're doing. You hate everyone around you.
Ah, okay.
We should have given him his breakfast, guys.
I know. I
Yeah.
warned you guys about needing the breakfast. I warned you.
They are all your enemy, and since you did your action search, you get a second attack. Which also,
Oh my god.
yes.
Oh,
That's right.
do
That's
you
right.
have any feats that allow you to increase your attack probability?
Oh,
Let's
shit.
see.
It's a
I have great weapon master.
Yeah. Halfling's luck. You can't roll a 1.
Yeah, you can't roll a 1. Great weapon master is discretionary, but so you wouldn't choose that. You don't have that.
I figured if I was raging, I was attempting to not put a whole lot of thought into my attack.
Correct. I was just making sure you didn't have like reckless attack type things that you would use.
Oh,
Um,
right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you get another. You take another swing at Hiss.
Okay. Let's see here.
I really don't want to hurt Nargle.
it's fine. I think I have
17.
That doesn't
for,
hit
like,
me.
Calm emotions, that would help.
Okay.
Doesn't hit me, Greg, does it?
I was thinking
It
you about
doesn't.
her.
You should
moment.
know your AC, don't you?
Yeah, my AC is an 18 because I've got
Well, then it doesn't
bracelet.
hit you. Yeah.
It does at the moment.
Oh. I missed
Oh
that.
shit! What? Okay.
Alright.
Well, that's worrying.
Greg, we can talk about this.
Sorry,
So,
Greg. I totally didn't hear you say that.
No, it's all right. That's why I just wanted to say it again because I knew there were a few people talking at once, so I just wanted to be heard. That's all.
Hold on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So give me your damage there.
Okay.
I also understood why the confusion with the AC, but there are certain reasons for that. When you have great weapon fighting, you reroll 1s and 2s on damage rolls.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Balls!
And I did it again, but I'm stuck with it this time.
Yeah, but
No.
you're stuck with this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
So-
the case, right? You just reroll once.
Yeah. Yeah. You re-roll it, and
I can
yeah.
double check.
And then you're stuck with
I'll
whatever
double
you
check.
choice.
I'm really not trying to punish you. I don't.
Let me hold on. Let me see.
I do love this. It's like,
You must use the new roll, even if it's worse.
Yep.
Yes.
So you're good there. So
Yep.
12. So you take Nargle just turned and slashed you twice for 12 points of damage.
oh.
Meanwhile, you're raging, which means
Oh.
1d6.
You guys could be hacking each other to bits.
Oh, what?
I
Hiss,
think I'm
I need
beginning
you
to
to roll
understand
a
what happened
d6.
with the bodies in the pit.
Oh shit.
Start. Can I just say something that throws a little bit of a spanner into the works here, Greg? I was reckless attacking. Does he get advantage on one of those hits?
He gets
Technically,
advantage
yes.
on both of them.
Yep.
Mike, reroll them just to make sure they're not crits, please.
Yeah.
I won't
Okay.
ask you to reroll damage.
Okay.
I got Revivify. He'll be fine.
Just, I'm sorry, Greg. I
No,
should have mentioned it at the
no,
beginning.
thank you, David. I appreciate that. 'Cause I didn't
Well, it
know.
wasn't a crit.
Neither was a
Oh,
crit.
Yeah, no,
It
it
was-
wasn't a crit. Wait, is 19 a crit for you?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
shit. Oh
19
my
is a crit for me.
God.
I need the damage on that
Oh,
26.
this is gonna be such a hard
Oh.
decision to make.
Oh, it
Oh,
only did the
Actually,
one.
that'll
Oh,
work.
this one too. There we go. Oh, it did do them both. I'm sorry, I messed that up. So just the
That's okay.
19 then.
So we've got 19. We'll just take the 29 instead of adding a bunch of crap up. That's 3
Okay.
hits.
okay.
That's 1 crit plus 1 hit. So 29.
Okay. And I had eight temporary hit points. That's
Yeah.
21. Okay.
Yeah, so you really, it's 14 since you were raging.
Yeah.
And Hiss, I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Okay. D6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Shit. Okay.
Nargo, you take 3 points of force damage.
I'm just pissing off
Okay.
Nargle. We need to end this. Like,
Rowan, you just saw Nargo and Hiss go at each other. Meanwhile, there's a ball of light beside you that's shocking people.
Yeah.
Hit the thing.
Okay. I'm kind of afraid to attack this because I think it'll make me go insane as well. I'm wondering, though, just for knowledge, how high off the ground is it?
You can hit it if that's what you're asking.
Okay. I want to try to free this trap. Can I do that? Can I attempt that?
There is no train of thought that would lead you to want to try and disable this trap with the chaos going on around you right now. You didn't even see how it was
Right.
triggered. You were down the hall.
So I'm going to attack this weird light thing with my short sword.
That makes the most sense.
Well,
Oh.
as it was shocking people, I'm honestly impressed you didn't try to pee on it.
You
Well, I was about
Might
to.
as well with that roll.
might as
I
well.
think I can re-roll that though. Yeah.
Yes, you can. Halfling luck.
Halfling luck.
That's
But
not
you
much
still
better.
missed.
Because that's so much better.
Athelian, shit's just going crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
Athelian,
And-
I need a concentration check, please.
Oh, I do still have an inspiration, so like, hopefully I don't need it. But
Yeah.
you said, is it Constitution or?
Constitution save.
Oh,
You failed. You can't breathe. You're choking on very fine green.
Wait, can I use my my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
I had one. I don't want to choke.
come on.
Okay, you're no longer choking.
I'm
Nice.
fine. Everything's fine.
Nice. Thank you, inspiration.
Okay, I'm gonna cast calm emotions, and I want to use the part of it that helps them, feel indifferent instead of violence. So make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards, and it's in a 20-foot radius, so it should cover both of them, I think.
Yeah, it should.
I'm just praying to the goddess, like, please make them stop hitting each other. Thank you.
I don't see anything in here about rage.
About range?
I don't
Rage.
think it stopped me.
Yes,
Barbarian
both of us
rage.
are raging.
Oh.
Well, he's raging. You're angry.
No, I'm raging too. That's exactly what Greg said. I'm in a
so
rage
you're
right now.
you're raging like a barbarian. Okay.
I can't help
He's
it.
Not like a
raging.
barbarian. I'm raging.
He's raging, but not quite like a barbarian. It's
Yeah.
That's what I was
it's
trying
a
to
whole
say.
thing.
Oh.
But I will say, Athelian, that you would know this.
Okay. So what you're saying is do something else.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you learn that spell, I would think you would have been taught that it would not calm a raging barbarian.
Okay, well,
It could still be used on me, though. You could stop me from hitting his, even if you couldn't
Okay,
stop
yeah,
him from hitting
you
me.
can try that. That's fine.
okay.
I say
then
just
Yeah,
hit
that's what
him.
I was thinking. Like,
that's what I would like to do, yeah. Is stop Nargle
because
from
he's
hitting
under a
his-
magical compulsion of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Suppress
maybe
any effect causing the target. Yeah, okay, you can try it. Give me
He
a
has to-
give me a charisma save, Mike.
I hope you're
Charisma.
very charismatic
All
today.
right. Well,
Please fail.
let's see. Here we go.
Uh,
Ouch!
No.
Oh, wait, that's a critical fail. I can re-roll that.
Oh, Jesus. Sweet baby
Yeah.
Jesus.
See, all the times to not.
Do we
like
want him to
that, like,
fail?
oh God damn it!
Yeah, baby. I critted that motherfucker.
Okay.
Um,
That was two sides of the spectrum.
Yes, it was.
That
Crit
Do we
fail
want
to a
him to
crit
fail?
success.
That's
Congratulations.
bad, mate.
But yes, those are natural 20s.
Congratulations, Nargle. You hate everyone around you and you want them to die.
Oh.
Mike, we wanted you to fail.
You needed to fail so that you could be breaking free from the spell, Mike.
Oh, right. Right.
But that's correct because Greg has turned round and said to you that you would do anything you can to hurt us. Therefore, yes, using your halfling luck would be the right thing that would have been done.
Okay.
Let me be clear on this. She would have learned that calm emotions would not calm a barbarian's rage. She would not have learned that it would have no effect on what is happening to Nargle right now.
Just gonna stare in disbelief. My
Alright,
goddess has abandoned
There's
me.
no such thing as a critical success on a saving throw, and that spell has no effect on what's going on right now.
God.
Okay.
I'm just gonna freak out. My goddess
So
has
it was
abandoned me.
it was a good idea. Please don't
It's
get
a
me
very good
wrong.
idea.
It was a good idea.
That's the best I got.
I do want to throw one thing out there, guys. I know we're in the middle of a fight, but this might go on for a bit.
It is late.
Yeah, it is getting late.
Are you all okay if we call it here?
Very.
I'm okay with that, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I
fine.
think it get
so,
complicated.
are they going to beat each other up for this whole week? Wait until we come back.
Yeah,
Wait till you
perpetually.
see what happens when we come back.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
All right. I'm booting us
Well,
out then.
But hey,
what a great cliffhanger.
gotta have a cliffhanger once in a while.
Right?
Mhm.
Here we go.